Initiating System 1. System 1 loaded.
The GoreCast is brought to you by American Horrors, the greatest uncut horror channel in the world. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all horror. As well as the station of decapitation without your head.
America's longest running horror channel, www.withoutyourhead.com.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
What's up, GoreCasters? Welcome back here to the GoreCast on Thursday night for our usual Monday, or not. What the fuck am I on about? for I don't know no more. I don't know. For
What's worse is you went to such an effort to say Thursday and everything.
Yeah. For you see, I've said this so many times that it's just become superfluous as part of the sentence now. Anyway, we're back for our usual group chats, except that we got a whole bunch of screeners in for a change, because if people are looking for some awesome horror movies to keep their horror testicles tickled during the Halloween season, we got a whole load of them for you coming up for the whole month of October.
Not all our viewers have testicles.
Proverbial testicles. I'm not talking about literal ones.
Okay.
Proverbial testicles. Everyone can have a pair of proverbial testicles if they so desire.
Sweet. Right.
I think I handled that rather diplomatically, actually. Thanks. Anyway, how's everybody got going on in the chat before we start moving on? We got Bree in. Hey, Bree, how are you?
Hi, Bree.
We got Katie in. Hey, Katie, how are you?
Hi, Katie.
We got Midnight in. What up, Midnight? Jane O'Doherty's in. Hey, Jane, how's it going?
Hi, Jane.
We got Rochi's in. What's going on, Rochi?
Hey, Rochi.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. He's doing the Marty Skrull theme tune, I think. Bill's in. Same old.
Hi, Bill.
Johnny, me and Rochi have a surprise to show you in Super Animal Royale. Well,
Charlie.
I say, I do declare, maybe tell me what it is in the chat. As I don't really have time right now, as you can imagine, to hop on Super Animal Royale.
And Charlotte just joined us, so what's up?
Hi, Charlie.
What up, Charlie? What's going on?
He's a bit occupied.
Yes.
Current.
Very good. Very, very good.
Oh, and you forgot midnight.
No, I did not.
No,
I think you'll find out most certainly.
It's time.
What?
I don't know. I said that last Tuesday where I said you forgot midnight, and you were like, "No, I said it." Well,
Are you drinking a hopeful non-sponsor affiliated beverage?
I'm drinking a blank.
You're not drinking blank, are you? You're drinking the drink of Pornhub?
What?
Or is it OnlyFans?
I don't know. I mean, you do get a lot of banging going on in there.
No, one of the
Okay.
one of those things have some affiliation to that kind of thing.
It's cherry blade
Nope, have to see
lemonade.
it next time we're on.
Okay.
Okay, well, if you two ladies are awake after the show is finished, we can hop on the old Super Animal Royales and take a look. Giz, you need to download that game and join us for some games. It's essentially called a Duty or PUBG, except it's
Super Happy Tree Friends edition.
It's Super Happy Tree Friends edition. Yeah, it's great. I nearly have a cat that looks like Skeletor, and I'm so happy right now. It's not even funny.
Breaking news. Charlotte's got a laptop now. She can play Goose Goose Duck.
Oh my fucking
Nice.
god! Yes. Goose
I'm
Goose Duck.
bouncing in excitement.
Charlotte, Did you buy a laptop specifically to play Goose Goose Duck with us? It's not that I like to feel obligated to play a game or anything, but I mean, if you did buy a laptop specifically to play it, it's supposed to be rude if we didn't play Goose Goose Duck.
Guys, I'm like really low now. Oh, you know, it's fun. I went on the Among Us Twitter page again, and it says their servers are down again.
Wow.
So it might be what happens.
There has to be something going on there.
She's wanted one for ages, so she said no. But it's a good incentive.
It is a good incentive. We are entertaining chaps. Anyway, movies we got on the list for you tonight to kick off October. One moment, because I'm going to need information, because for once, I have it. We are going to be starting off with Like Dogs, which is literally available as of now. Tomorrow's the 1st of October, isn't it?
For us,
Be right this second for us.
Yeah. Okay. So available as of now.
Right now.
There's Like Dogs. We're going to be getting into another movie which is available on October 5th called The Mutation. And then we're going to be getting in. The last movie we have is a bit of a strange one where it's not. The movie is actually out on Netflix already and has been for a couple of months, but there's a DVD and Blu-ray release, which I'll get into more when we're reviewing it. But yeah, that's the lineup for tonight. And gotta say, we had some good movies on said lineup tonight, which is nice.
Yeah.
I can say that I was actually entertained by everything.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
There was my only issue with. Oh no, I'll wait till we get to that before I get into the issue, because it's not a bad issue.
Katie said to be fair, I got Steam so I could play whatever you guys are gaming. Loyalty with your fans is real. So that was pretty dope.
Thank you. It's weird. We literally had this conversation before we went on air, and I was like, I don't know, is it me being like overtly loyal or whatever? But I was like, I feel bad dropping a load of people because I found a more fun game. But like, if people are able to do it, we do it. All good.
Jane said she'd love to play with us, but she has work at 6 a.m. start on a Monday, so zero crack for her.
Oh no! I'm sure over Christmas time or something we'll arrange some different game stream. We'll have some Christmas drinky poos with people and play some games or something.
That could get interesting / disastrous.
What? Why are you fisting the air?
I'm gonna spike some eggnog.
You could.
You know
just
you're the only one that's going to be drinking that, right?
No, Carter will
I'll
also
be
be drinking it.
Right there with you, brother.
Do
Yeah,
not.
but he won't be drinking Buzz's eggnog.
Well, no.
Eggs are for sandwiches and making more chickens, and that is all.
Baby in the
Eggs are
corner.
for basting sausage rolls, and that is all.
And holding alcohol when it's an eggnog. I mean, really, anything that holds alcohol. I already
I
thought
suppose you need eggs.
Do you know
to
what
make,
else
like,
holds
muffins
alcohol,
and buns
Carter?
and
A
stuff.
fucking glass.
Glasses.
Yeah,
Fucking.
put it in
You
there.
know
But
what?
I like festive during the holidays, so mix it up a little bit.
I would join you in some alcoholic beverages.
It's some bitch.
Are you all drinking?
Nice.
I'm having one beer.
Drinking, but I'm not drinking alcohol.
I'm having one beer. That is all. Right, event background.
go.
So,
Start
first
drinking.
movie,
Sometimes
first movie up while everyone pours drinks. We have Like Dogs, which is from Terror Films, as I said, available literally as of now. And it is the story of... Forewarning, we won't be getting like mental into full-blown plot stuff. Except for maybe in the old ways, because it's actually out for a couple of months. So we might go a little more in depth into that, but the rest of these aren't out yet, so we won't be going full-blown plot stuff. But essentially, Like Dogs is the story of a social experiment gone so fucking wrong that it's indescribable. And it's a big old festive plot twists. You have essentially a guy and a girl that are tied up in a room together, and they're fed weird food, and they keep getting drugged, and they keep getting dragged into different rooms, and they keep getting weird stuff going on until you find out that people aren't who they seem to be, and that people that you thought they were, who you already thought seem to be, actually are in fact not who they seem to be, and again, still also not who they seem to be. There's some really cool...
And then
some really...
I was going to say, and then it turns out there's a sociopath running for the lab.
Yeah, and there's a sociopath thrown in for the laugh. There's a psychopath, a sociopath, and a couple of innocent people, and a whole lot of angry ex-boyfriends. I don't mind telling you. Whole slew of angry ex-boyfriends. I don't mind telling you.
All
That is
I can say is this is a university, correct? Or am I? It's just some random.
It is supposedly an actual
Yeah.
university
Worst
experiment.
university ever.
No, actually, to be fair,
I mean, like,
to be fair, I've heard of things like this happening before. There's an episode of Leverage where the whole idea is that there's a fraternity and they're doing a social experiment whereby they take people off the streets, they have them in solitary confinement. The idea is to basically see how long it will take to break them, and this then is forwarded to certain organizations, CIA, and a few other ones because that's what they're supposed to be in line with. So the idea of doing social experiments like this isn't unheard of.
The experiment part is not where I was hinting at.
Well,
it's just
I'll tell you guys something. Sorry to interrupt with a minor review of something else here. That's a tasty fucking beer. If any of you ever get that, I literally took a sip out of that and was like, "Well, fuck me. That is
Tasty beverage.
No, like, I'm totally with Buzz. Like, I get what he's saying. Like, who the fuck signs up for that? But like Giz was saying in Leverage, it was kind of a money thing, stuff like that. Colleges either offer money, or some sort of break.
Or extra credit.
like I said. I get the point of like doing the experiments. The experiment part wasn't where I was very.
Roach
badly.
said it sounds like a good weekend. Whatever you and your safe word is, Roachy, that's completely up to you.
It's the whole. Everything else is what I'm talking about as being very
well.
poorly.
You see, here's the thing. Here's the thing with the college. Here's the thing with the college experiment link is it is a legit, above board, sociological college experiment. Very legal. Yeah. Very good. Very legal until it was not legal.
But like I told Buzz, I get what he's saying. Like, hey, $5, no, $100, fuck no. Like, there's no amount of money that's like, hey, we want to take you into a small room and just do everything we can to break you.
This part is like the things I'm kind of talking about is things I think that get into the spoiler range, and I don't want to. I can't say it, so that's why I'm kind of.
Once again, that goes to
hang on a minute. We can discuss for a minute.
Addition of certain character
let's
types.
Also watch the trailer because there's things that I wasn't going to mention that have popped up in the trailer that I'm kind of like, well,
okay. I don't like. But I don't think that necessarily kind of is a
There's
spoiler.
no audio effect either, so you're grand.
Yeah.
Right.
There's well, I mean, look, they have them all strapped up with these. Well, they have the two people strapped up with these kind of we'll call them rehabilitation collars for.
They're choke collars.
Oh, I thought they were shocking them.
No, it's choking them.
Oh, okay. Oh, that adds a whole other layer to one of those characters.
Oh yeah.
That adds a whole other layer. Yeah. I thought it was a shock collar. Now that it's a choke collar, I'm like, oh, that's a whole. You were already Guy who played him knows who I'm on about. But like, I already had a pretty low opinion of you by the end of the movie anyway, and now there's an extra layer there that I'm like, I would have got to that way quicker if I'd realized it was a choke collar. I must have missed that bit. I just thought they were.
That's why when they
actually says
kind of
moving
like
up the choke collar.
Yeah, it was kind of like that whole because like a shock they would have just dropped, but they were always in a slow, agonizing pain because it was choking them out and shit.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
I found it. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
that makes that one like.
Well,
fun.
I won't lie to you. The conclusions I came to him, I would have drawn much quicker if I'd realized it was a choke collar. Lord. Okay. Yeah.
It's both ways.
Some sociopaths just wear their heart in their sleeve. That's the easiest way of putting it. You know what I mean?
Really
I am what I is.
No, like Buzz, like as far as like what you were like, hey, I don't want to give that away. Like you have to keep in mind all the stuff.
It even says it in the trailer.
All the bad stuff that happened was supposed to be, kind of off to the side. Nobody really knew about it. I can't remember the professor's name, but
Fisher.
Thank you. Fisher thought, hey, so we give everybody a hug once a day. We pat somebody on the back twice a day. Like that was supposed to be.
That is the exact opposite of what they were supposed to be doing.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to be nice about it.
Like
But like,
They
well,
weren't.
no. Let's clarify. The locking them up and keeping them fed like dogs and keeping them in little enclosures and stuff, that was legit and above board.
Yeah.
right.
It's the
And
it's the
things got
druggings and other
dark.
subsequent behavior that followed on from that. That's where the illegalities came from.
And like me and Buzz were talking, it's like, how do you not know about that? But I kind of felt like they made it sound like the professor was hardly ever there, and it was just the monkeys running the show.
Well,
So like they
the-
were able to get away with a little bit.
if you
Big experiment.
you have to take into account though, in the realms of that kind of level of experiment, she's technically the overseer of the experiment. She's not the organizer of the experiment. She just signs the
It's-
paperwork.
It's up
Right,
to the
because-
students to conduct it.
Yeah, so she came down because A, she got a call that had led her to believe that there was some dodgy shit going on, and B, other than that, she just pops in every couple of weeks, make sure everything's going
Right.
good, and make sure nobody's killed nobody. And unfortunately,
Because you-
in the meantime, between the last couple of weeks she was in, people went fucking crazy.
Because that really escalated quickly.
Yeah, except
Because
it
if you
didn't
think
though,
about it-
because if you think about the underlying plot there, it's kind of like, oh no, that's been brewing for a while.
Because if you think about it, as soon as the camera feed was down, she was on the phone like, "Hey, where's my cameras?" Like,
Yeah.
so she's doing her part. I thought I put a bunch of fucking grown folk in charge of doing the right thing. So cool, less work for me.
The bit I found entertainingly shocking is when your man rolled out of her boyfriends, and it was the number of them. I was just like, all right, well done, Lady Cakes, well done. You
That's what I'm saying.
You
It's
live
like,
your best life, God damn it. Well done.
Okay. So
Well,
were they
once again, when you take into account what we know about her character, it's not really that surprising. The only thing that was surprising to me was that,
She is what Tyler Durden so famously described as a predator posing as a house pet.
I was surprised they were alive.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
She would eat her young.
My question is, were the boyfriends the willing participants, or were they complete?
No, they got put in a fucking van like everybody else. Even the girl
so
that
there
knew
was
what was going on was put in a fucking van.
There was also there was the willing participants room too, right? Or was it made to believe?
Yeah, no. Okay,
Yes.
so here's the thing.
He kept telling that one lady stay
Without-
out of like the east.
Without ruining plot,
Yeah.
right? There's the experiment, and then there was the lad's side project, and I
Yeah.
feel the boyfriends
That's where I'm going
very
with
much
the
fall into the side project.
very horribly mismanaged, because it's like, you don't see this side thing going on over here, lady.
Yeah. But one thing that baffled me about that one particular plot thread was like, that guy's running an experiment that he's definitely putting 12 to 13 hours a day into. When
know,
did
what
he have
is-
time to go Dexter fucking 27 dudes?
Oh, I can explain that one.
Okay,
I
I'm
can
mad to
explain
hear
that one.
this.
You know the way they had the room full of people to assist them?
Yeah.
So you just tell the lads, here is the time and place, because part of the experiment is that people are abducted at the beginning. We see that. You have to assume that it's the big guys inside in that room that are doing it, because it's no way it's your man. So
True.
all he's doing, all they know is, this is what we're being paid to do. It's legal, it's legit.
Yeah.
We're taking names, we're taking places. They don't ask questions. So they
Right.
there's probably supposed to be 10, and he's giving them a list of fucking 20, and they're just doing the job they're told to fucking do.
Nope, that makes sense. Like, hey, go pick up this dude named Giz. He'll be standing on the corner over here, and we don't know. Like he said, that.
I don't know why I'm typing this. Sorry,
That's part of the experiment.
I'm going to sidebar here really quickly for the moment. I was going to type this in the chat, but it just makes more sense to say it. Jane, Charlie had said it sounds like a mix of reality TV show and stuff, and then Jane had said that there's very similar experiments in psychology. I am actually reading further up than I meant to. Charlotte went, the film concept was fucked up, LOL, and then Jane went, oh, fact, if you Google Milgram experiments, there was a lot of similar situations going on in universities, and the lads are like, really? No way. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. It's so true.
Yep.
Just go Google fucked up college sociological experiments and make a cup of coffee, maybe have a sandwich,
Because the thing is, like,
and
it's
just chill out for
like
the
I
night
said,
and read some fucked up shit.
I mean, like I said, I mean, you look at a show like Leverage and you're saying, it's a TV show, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, the whole point of those experiments happening in that TV show was that they were trying to discover new ways of breaking people in terms of military fucking interrogation. Now,
And
you have to learn that stuff somewhere. And a lot of it is picked up over time because the gods know Vietnam helped. But when it comes to rendition and all those kind of things, the initial thought process that goes into them, the initial, I suppose, way of formulating how you go about turning somebody's brain, not essentially into pudding, but you can turn a person so that they believe that giving you the information that they've been sworn to protect is the best way of protecting their country. And that's a rendition. All those experiments, all those psychological tactics for gaining information, for interrogating people, they started with the idea which would be, tested in these experiments.
I knew we did like psychological stuff like that because I mean I can't remember the name of it, but students, prisoners, and security guards.
It's they put a load of students into a prison ward, and they made half of the students, or they made a certain percentage of the students prison guards, and they made the rest of the students prisoners. And the prison guards got shitty quick.
Oh yeah.
Real quick.
Friend, like they straight up security guard pushing people around.
Yeah, like disturbingly quick. They got on board with the "we're better than you and you're fucking pieces of shit and fucking moving along there, fucking sunshine. Prisoner 185, go fuck yourself." All that kind of shit.
Yeah,
real quick. Happened real fast.
Stanford. There we go.
Yep.
Stanford prison experiment. God, that was fucking killing me.
Yep.
So I mean, like, I knew we played around with stuff like that, and like I said, I get it. You know, like, hey, it's not
they
supposed
were like
to be
beating prisoners. Like that whole experiment got shut down because the prison guards went fucking psycho.
I mean, they even showed that if a
Lord,
security
it
guard like
flies.
lost, oh yeah, dude.
So I kind of mentioned it to Carter, and when I think it was today or whatever.
Oh, myself and Carter talk outside of work. Oh, we're best friends. Me.
We're besties. Like, yeah, I was to say no. Oh yeah.
Okay, whatever weird finger sex you two are into is up to keep it between yourselves, lads.
Finger it. So yeah,
Add something. You gotta twist because it adds.
Okay. Because okay. So this is something actually I also said the other one.
There you go.
One thing. Way too many fucking plot twists. Chill out with the plot twists.
No,
I don't know. I liked it. But
No. You go.
I liked it, but like I was telling him, I thought the reveals were too close together.
Yeah.
And so it kind of watered some down, in a sense.
Here, I think I would agree that some of the reveals ran close together, but I really think the reason that some of those ran close together was like organically.
The audience would have figured them out.
Well, not just that, but like organically, if you think it, imagine it's not a movie and that situation was unfolding in real life when one or two of those big bombshells got dropped, there would be a very, very quick domino effect as to how the rest of the spider web of deceit, shall we say, starts just going thump around everything.
I don't know, like there were a couple of really good ones that seemed like it kind of lessened this reveal that on its own would have still been just as good. But it cascaded so quick at times.
Well, I mean,
you didn't get to enjoy it.
The one thing I was going to say though is the one plot twist that kind of revolves around our main character, or one of our main character, is, did you guys think that maybe happened too quick, or do you think it would have been better if it was kind of a little bit later in the film? Because I thought, okay, once I knew what happened, I was like, okay, we still had a big chunk of movie to go, and it just kind of, I don't want to say ruined the rest of the movie, but like,
I would say pacing wise, like if you think about, I think it was smart, because when you drop a big reveal like that, and it wasn't that soon into the movie, like they were a good third, if not further into the movie when that
30 to 45 minutes, about 45 minutes into it.
So like at the stage where they dropped that in, from all the stuff that we've seen movie-wise before, you would kind of get the impression, okay, this is where the movie's going from here. Do you know what I mean? She's X,
Yeah.
Y, and a Z, and we're going that way. But fucking hell, do they not go that way? And,
I guess
but then they do.
I guess a part of it was like I wasn't expecting all the other plot twists that maybe I was looking at it at that point of watching the movie, that maybe like, man, that would have been a great ender. But now because we had all these other plot twists, maybe it did work out better where it was as opposed to it being closer to the end.
Yeah, I think it was a good kind of a bit of deceivery. Do you know what I mean? Where you're kind of like, okay, this is where this is the big thing they're trying to get to in the movie. And
There's a big show here.
You see, I think it kind of plays off the idea of people's perceptions, because you start watching this film and you're watching it up to a point and you're thinking, okay, this is the way it's going. And like you said, something happens like, whoa, where the hell did that come out of? And once that happens, it puts the rest of the story in a different light. It puts the rest of the characters into a different light, so that you start to question, okay, A, what's the point of the experiment? B, what's the motivation for the person that's done what they've done?
Right.
And C, what exactly is actually going on? Because we've seen other people, and the word integration is being used a lot. And we've seen, a reference to one particular outlet where it's 2 alpha males, and your man turns around and goes, "Oh, I can't wait to drop in the female." It's kind of like, oh. Now with that,
that's what they did as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the point. My point is, with that kind of mindset in your head, you're looking at the person that goes back in. You're kind of going, "But this is more than an experiment, because otherwise, like, considering the position they're putting themselves in and where they're trying to go with it, this has to be more. So what the fuck?" So they have to spiral into the other. They have to spiral into the other stuff straight away after, because you're questioning too quickly without there being other stuff to kind of make you go, wait, hang on. But then, and then that, and then because if you have too long to sit with it, your brain starts to percolate too much. You're kind of going, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think it's a great. Go on.
I was just going to say, I did like the fact that, their captives are faceless. You just get like the hazard suits and stuff like that. But then you've got the one main guy. And they even made a comment. He's like, well, he wanted to put this suit together to like kind of put fear into the people. I'm like, you know what, bro? You did a good fucking job, because that screams leader and creepy as fuck. When that's
what I got off that outfit was Gimp Butcher.
Yeah, it was. But I'm chained to a wall, and that guy just walks past me. It's like, oh god.
Yeah. And I've been drugged up to high holy heavens.
Right.
Yeah, the dog mask part is where you kind of just went, now I know for certain what you've been doing the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've been shining it.
Hey, Trickster for the Chili's.
Hey, what's going on, Trev?
I shall have the show done and up at some point tomorrow.
I'll give you an update on the chilies, because I'm not eating them on air, but I did chuck a couple in a pot of chili. So I had chilies, and they were fucking unreal. it like literally nicest chili I've ever eaten. Hottest chili, or sorry, maybe not the hottest chili I've ever eaten. Hottest chili I've ever made. And I will probably throw a couple of extra chilies in there. I'm not going to eat them on air. Rochi, when you come on air and eat one with me, by all means, we'll go to town. But I'm not just been the one sole participant in what is.
Hey, there we go. Because Buzz won't do it. We can get Rochi on to do
it. Oh, no.
The only reason I pick on Rochi about it is because he's the one that literally called me a bitch for not doing it on air. And I'm like, oh, I'll do it on air. I don't mind doing it on air. My problem is me when I have a whole bunch of hosts and other people who want me to do it on air, where I'm like, no, I'm not being the one guy that does it. Do you know what I mean? We're like a military unit of entertainment, and it's either all in or none in. That's the way I go.
Well, then you have nothing to worry about, because there's not a fucking hope in Gettysburg. Hell, I'm ever eating one of those shagging things.
No, like you for some reason I've just given a universal exemption to. The other two boys, like, if you either do it with me or don't do it with me. Do you know what I mean?
I love my stomach too much, dude. I'm good.
I won't lie to you. In chili wise, I didn't like. I wasn't like dying in my stomach. As I said, there was a weird. I think like it took a couple of hours for my body to process it. The first time I ate it, and I was sitting like in the living room the following morning with Pam, and we were watching a movie, and I was just out of nowhere. I was like, "Do you find it really fucking hot?" And she was like, "No, it's like 12 degrees or something." I was like, "I am fucking sweating," and then I was like, "All right, maybe the chili's just hit my belly."
I really need to read Bill's stuff before I fucking authorize it.
In fairness, it's funny because it's true.
I know, but I hit show and then wait, Bill, oh fuck.
Yeah. Giz is working on getting that little wrench beside his name removed. Yeah, anyway, yeah, all in all, like dogs, it's if you like having your brain fucked, this'll do it. Because goddamn does it lead you up several different routes. And unlike lots of movies where they lead you up several different routes, which are all fake out routes and you never get any real payoff for, all of these have an actual
reason.
Everything ties in perfectly together. None of them are actually a fake out. That's why, because none of them are fake outs. They're just more layers.
It's all legitimate fucking
They're just more layers
madness.
of mentalness into what is a very well shot, very claustrophobic when it's supposed to be claustrophobic, and literally claustrophobic because they're getting the shite choked out of them. Shot really well. Soundtrack's really good. Or, well, not soundtrack, but like the backing score. What little there is, it's tasty and used
it works
well. And when people are tripping balls and people wear gimp suits, they see mental shit. That's about all I can say about the movie. We're going to hit the trailer now. Then we're going to be back. We're going to give you our votes on Like Dogs. And then we're going to be moving swiftly on to something a little more lighthearted, I suppose would be the best way of describing it. We'll catch you in a minute. Bye.
Wait, stop! Help! Help! Who are you people?
Hello? You have no idea how nice it is to see a friendly face.
We're gonna be fine.
Did you know there's other rooms like this? Did you know that they also drug our food?
Do you know where we are?
Looks like some sort of slaughterhouse.
What do you think they want from us?
We're not alone.
This whole thing is a behavioral experiment treating humans like animals, funded by the university.
Rock only. No, bad dog.
Help! Help!
We'll do things my way.
She locked us out.
Told you this was a bad idea.
Adam is an unknown variable. That makes him unpredictable and dangerous.
What did you dose them with, George?
That is not a sedative.
This is not what we had in mind when we developed the experiment.
And once we introduce a female in there, it's gonna get primal.
And we are back. We'll just turn that trailer off for a moment while I swap trailers around. Yeah, we're back. So that's the trailer for Like Dogs. I personally would highly recommend it if you get a chance.
Before we go, I'd just like to say I really like the design of those throat collars. They were awesome.
Yep.
Ready.
That's about as on brand as you could ask for. Anyway, everybody's votes on Like Dogs. Available now. 3. Okay.
I'm giving it a 4.
4. Okay.
I'm gonna go 3.
3. Okay. And I would also probably give it a 4, I think. So like 3.5. We'll call it 3.5. Literally because it's the fairest because half of the squad are saying 3, half of the squad are saying 4. 3.5.
Right in the middle.
I don't know if the math of that actually works out, but I think like on a fairness scale, like that's pretty fucking fair. 3.5.
Also, hello to Wednesday, and
Wednesday,
I'm
what's
assuming
up?
apparently it's a good thing she doesn't eat breakfast. So I'm thinking she came in just in time for the trailer where they were eating the dog food.
Look, hey, one benefit of that food over normal dog food is it was laced with drugs.
Well, and they even said it was like chopped meat, like the step
Ground meat.
above.
Yeah,
so
it's a
not
step
like-
above dog food. You're at least at Tiger King level.
Right.
You're a
No, it's
minimum.
not all pizza.
From
No.
Walmart.
It was fresh pizza with old meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. They made the pizzas fresh. It was the toppings that were from the dumpster.
God.
There's also
I
a Pam.
like tigers and tigers love man. Sorry.
Pam, got your back.
Hi, Pam.
Hey, Pam.
Not
People coming to the chats in. He's not eating them on air. My baby cakes doesn't want to see me die. Unless other people are willing to die with me, at which point she will let me eat them on air. I know.
Apparently, Charlotte asked Alexa to figure out the average for like dogs from her, and it was 3.5.
Go, Brain.
Yay, Alexa.
Can I get a round of applause for Brain, please?
And according to Jane, dog food actually has to be sold fit for human consumption.
Yes, that is true.
Which also explains Mad Max.
Yeah.
Wow. What?
Oh, like a human
Max
can
2.
live on dog food. They're just not going to have an enjoyable time of it. Do you know what
I
I mean?
had a dog.
Okay.
Dog before it was interesting.
No, like I like dog biscuits. They're a little dry.
I
but,
like
mean, they
dog
weren't bad.
biscuits. Yes. It's like
So does Riggs.
that's how I got into dog biscuits, believe it or not, because I was like, I wonder
Oh,
if
I
there's
believe
anything
it.
behind this. And it's like, if you like meat, if you like meat and you like biscuits, dog biscuits are like the way to go. It's kind of like it's like a nice digestive, but with a
I've actually
fucking
seen
kind
them.
of steaky flavor.
I've actually seen him go. Here you go, Tuco.
Only
The
with
only thing is,
it's only with the bonios. I can't do those marrowbone ones. I don't know if it's good for me to do the marrowbone one.
for me, like after the third one, got really fucking thirsty.
Yeah, you need to hydrate if you're doing dog biscuits, man.
Did not know that, dude.
Does the fact that dogs spend 90% of their day going and not give you an indication? I've got a dry diet. That's what that says.
I just thought they were hot. They were like, "Hey, dogs pant when they're hot." So, all right, cool.
Upset that we're eating dog.
I was, dude. Can I get a drink, please?
Yeah, Martin Riggs was the original eater of dog biscuits.
Trev
My
wants
dad,
to know if you eat dog food
sorry,
instead
not
of
that my
chili.
dad made me eat a dog biscuit, but I kept asking him, could you eat dog biscuits after we watched Lethal Weapon, to a point that he was just like, look, if you want to find out, eat it. I'm pretty sure you can eat a dog biscuit. I just don't know, should you eat a dog biscuit? I can tell you for a fact right now, you should.
Mine was more of just sarcasm. I was bitching to a friend like, "Hey, dude, I'm hungry. Let's go."
Only the bonio ones, or that style of kind of where it's like the digestive biscuit in the shape of a bone or something, because human teeth are not designed to go through those marrowbone ones. I don't care what anybody says.
Extremely random, where I was in high school and like one of my friends just showed up with a box of milk bones, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try it just because it's here."
Yeah, no,
And
mine was sarcasm.
Were they the milk?
thought-
Were they the kind of the milk bones where it's like the digestive thing, but they have that kind of gravy covering?
I couldn't tell you because this was almost 20 years ago.
All right. I would have thought, even though it was 20 years ago, you'd remember that day that I ate a dog biscuit.
I didn't
You
specifically eat any of it, so I was just handed a dog biscuits.
Like I remember the day vividly when I ate the dog biscuit the first time, because I enjoyed dog biscuits. But if you didn't
like I
continue to
said-
eat dog biscuits, I would assume it's because you really didn't enjoy the flavor of it.
doing it, but I didn't like ask questions. I didn't look at the box. I was just handed a dog biscuit and put it in my mouth. So that's all.
Dude,
I
Oh, it was one of those kind of You happy now? I
Yeah.
ate the dog biscuit. All right, okay.
So was I, but I still remember the fucking day I did it. Like, because I mean, I ate a fucking dog biscuit.
No, that's what I'm saying. I completely remember everything about it. I just literally, there was no box in front of me.
I would have thought you'd remember that, because that's one of those. I'm enjoying the sidetrack, by the way, and I'm going to nurture it a moment before we move on.
I was just about to say, welcome to the GoreCast, folks.
Yeah.
If you say like if you look at the dog biscuit, you can tell if it's the gravy covered one or not.
Well, the reason I'm enjoying this particular sidetrack is because you can find out a lot about a man when it comes to the way they respond to dog biscuits.
Okay, was it rainbow colored?
No, it was like grayish, kind of greenish.
Greenish or grayish?
Ooh, greenish, not grayish. And it said milk bone on it.
Sort of St. Patrick's Day milk bones are you eating?
Well, because like we've got a box of milk bones that come in like 3 different colors: green, tan, and red.
Yeah,
so it sounds like
greenish.
Yeah,
regular dog biscuits.
Like I liked the dog biscuit so much that the only way that scene from Armageddon with the animal crackers could be made better if it was Ben Affleck just doing a story as dog biscuits made their way up Liv Tyler's beautiful.
I also wasn't thinking back in 2001, I believe this was when I did it, that in 2021 I was going to need to really describe the dog biscuit. So I really didn't
I see, that's where you and I differ. I knew at some stage I was going to have to explain to people in a live audience capacity my love for dog biscuits. And it's totally down to Mel Gibson. And
I knew somebody was going to ask me what's one of the dumbest shit, not the dumbest shit, but what's the dumbest shit you've done? Dog biscuit.
If you honestly think the dumbest shit I've ever done is eat a dog biscuit, you are gravely mistaken, sir. Thank you very much.
That's why I said not the dumbest, but one of the dumbest.
You're not even scratching the top 50.
Who's humping the postman's leg?
That was number 35.
Yeah, see, me and my postman are not that close.
Yeah,
I'm actually very angry with my postman today because I was supposed to have my Halloween 3 T-shirt in the mail, and it's not here. Fucking postman.
Oh no!
Where is it?
Well,
yes, because they're the ones who deliver it.
Bill, I'm not chewing a postman's leg. Go fuck yourself.
After the company sends it's not their fault anymore.
Before I answer this question, I'm going to need a little bit of information about this postman's leg. A, how scrappy is the postman? And B, is he aware that is this like kind of a mutual arrangement where I chomp on a postman's leg, or is it like I physically
me? He wants me.
Oh no, I've put myself. Hey, if we're doing shit where we're allowed to bite postmen, I want to fucking at least have a chomp. Nobody?
Oh, okay. So
I didn't do anything to a postman. Trev, go fuck yourself.
Postman.
Quick moment. I have to apologize to Kate.
Does it have meat in it? I don't want the shin bone. What I would like to do, if you don't mind though, is if I was the result of a postman's leg, where someone gave me a cow leg, and at the end of my time with that leg, I hand them back a postman's leg. That would be amazing.
You know, I'd say we've gone off topic, except there is an awful lot of people getting eaten in the film we're supposed to be reviewing.
Yes. There's an entire diner. There's an entire restaurant.
Segue.
Okay.
Had the worst fucking police chief ever. Because he can't do his fucking job.
Very well done.
Quick side note. I have to apologize to Katie because I was like, hey, we'll try to work on our side tracking so you can do more felting. That's become an epic fail. So I am totally sorry, Katie. But I did say we will try. Like,
is it because you stopped felting and just are screaming at the screen going, they're actually serious about the dog biscuits?
No. Katie's own words. I'm not felting tonight. This is better.
Yeah. Earlier she said, hey, I'm going to put you
Katie,
guys on
can
audio.
I say thank you? That touched me right here.
She said earlier she was going to put us on audio so she could keep up or catch up on her wreath felting. And I was like, hey, you know what, man? We will try to work on our side tracks. No promises, but we will try so you can get more felting.
I won't.
Guys,
won't be able to keep up.
I've got some shocking news for you, right? And this may blow your minds, but I'm pretty sure the chat will back me up here because I've reviewed the analytics. This isn't a gag, by the way, because that's what I do when we finish shows is I review the analytics. And
oh no, I know where this is going.
Sidetrack shows are in fact the most popular shows.
We don't get those.
Right.
You do if you'd ever log into the fucking YouTube page.
I don't have any.
I
think you'll find if you go back through the chats that is wrong information that you were dispersing.
Well, if I'm sure it's probably long
it could be long ago, yeah. In a galaxy not so far away.
I know I can log into the GoreCast Amino. That's like the one place I go every so often. Like, I don't know.
There's also a lot of Johnny gives us the passwords and stuff, and then we're just like, nope, won't let us get in. Nope, won't let us get in. So then you just give up.
Yeah, that's because people don't know what 3 or 2-factor authentication is. When it goes, it won't let you in. You're supposed to fucking let me know that it's fucking... there's a thing in your email, and then I click a thing in my email which authorizes your login, and then you never have that issue literally ever again unless you log out.
See, all this new technology, my old ass just can't keep it, dude.
Google, they might be doing weird shit in the worlds of fucking medicine, but goddamn, they know how to do a login system for fucking some online.
You're talking to a guy who eats dog biscuits. I don't have that
You're
much.
also talking to a guy who eats dog biscuits. In fact, due to my age, you're talking to a guy who eats dog biscuits historically longer than you.
I'm the only person here who, for some reason, does not enjoy canine chowder.
Get on the train.
I want to share when you're monetized. Yeah, we'll work it out. What are your policies on dog biscuits, Rochi? Because even when we're monetized, there won't be money. Because believe me, that monetization, the money. Here's the best way I can describe it, and people who aren't Irish or haven't seen Father Ted won't get this reference. But the best way I can describe how the money for monetization from the YouTube channel will work is it's temporarily resting in my account. There's none in there at the moment, but when it is, it will be temporarily resting in my account. I would assume until most likely, if I was to nail it down to one or two people, I would say Warner Brothers, Blumhouse, and Paramount take whatever money.
Mainly Blumhouse.
Well, Blumhouse is a subsidiary of that bigger company, essentially. Because they do all those team ups, so like it would all fall into the Blumhouse. Just flag us. If anything, Blumhouse are shooting himself in the foot.
Charlie, Father Ted is a staple of Irish humor, or at least it should be. It was for a while.
I actually got a.
And then they sold it to England.
Email from Blumhouse for a screener, and I was like, I will not be watching that because it's Blumhouse. Fuck you.
What screener was it?
Sadly, Blumhouse is winning me over lately.
Sorry, hang on. What Blumhouse screeners? If anything, you tell us what that is, because that's literally the one Blumhouse movie we can play without them fucking flagging us. You absolute mental case.
Black as Night. I got it from somebody else too, but I can send it to you guys if you want. I have the code here.
What mailing list is that? Well, you know what? This is something we discuss off air. Nope. This is something we discuss off air. This is something we discuss off air.
I just said I got it from somebody else.
Oh, so you're not on the mailing list?
No, because every time I say I'm going to go on it, you guys are like, no, don't do it. We get it, so I don't sign up for it.
We don't get Blumhouse. Well, occasionally we get Blumhouse.
Well, I'm not saying Blumhouse in general. I'm just saying a mailing list of screeners in general. But
oh, right.
I'm like, oh, I'll sign up. You're like, no, don't worry about it. We get them. We'll just send them to you, so I don't bother signing up for any.
You don't need to. We'll discuss this off here.
I was thinking with the mailing list that we do actually get, and some of the films that we got. In fact,
Rochi just posted there. Oh, Buzz is in trouble. It's like
if you don't see me guys on Sunday.
It's like my angry father voice coming out or whatever. And you know what? He's not even in trouble. I'm not even angry. I'm just disappointed.
Oh my god, that hurts even worse.
Yeah. Anyway, so next movie up, which is a different style of movie to the last movie, what can only be described as altogether, is called The Mutation, and well, that's not the normal orientation of what things are. We did a news bit on this. Yeah, I was going to say you were right. We did a news bit on this a couple of weeks ago. That was actually my next sentence. What did Bill say?
He's ready to take Buzz's place when he's withdrawn these future endeavors.
I'm not Vince McMahon, Buzz. Okay. If anything, I would like to think I'm at minimum a Tony Khan, where I remove all actual managerial responsibilities from you, but I let you keep your jobs. And for anyone, for anybody that watches wrestling and is aware of the inside jokes of that, that's actually a very well put joke.
Yes, it is.
That is a very well put joke. They are all down as my executive vice presidents, but you know, Giz handles anger management, Buzz handles advertising, and Carter handles
weather.
Misk. Yeah, articles reminding me of shit that I've forgotten, because I tell Giz to remind me of shit I've forgotten, but Giz forgets the shit that I told him to remind me of. But you are, in fact, the one that remembers the shit that he's forgotten. So technically, by a trickle down effect, you got 2 jobs extra. And Misk, you're handy as a small pot. You're great.
I'll take that as a compliment. No, okay.
I don't know if you're from Ireland. Your handy as a small pot's a very big compliment.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm not.
Buzz handles online advertising and putting me in contact with people that I need to be in contact with. And also reminded me that it was like, I know you've been playing that video game for 12 hours, but you remember that advertising for the show we were supposed to... Yes, you are correct. You are correct. I am, in fact, slashing people in Neo and not...
I'm like, so are we doing a show tonight, or...
So are we doing a show right now where we review a film?
No, if anything, Carter would be PR management and Misk.
So I'm like, oh, I'm a small pot. Is that a short joke? I don't fucking know where that goes.
No, because,
all right, cool.
Have you ever been camping?
No.
Right. Okay. Have you ever only had a load of big pots in your kitchen?
Yeah.
And you didn't have a small pot?
Yeah, I just used the big pot.
Yeah, and you only want to do, like, we'll say 1 tin of beans.
Okay.
Right. And that's a really large pot to just do 1 tin of beans in. Whereas you can just fill a small pot right up to the top. Or it's also small enough that it's not a crazy thing to cook something of a small amount like that in it. Thus the phrase, handy as a small pot.
All the Irish people are explaining things in the comments.
Yes.
Right, like I'm loving it because I'm like, oh, cool.
And apparently I'm Tadat Relations.
John Laurinaitis.
Where the fuck did you... What in the... No.
Rochi.
How is he talent relations?
How is a chocolate
Rochi's saying I'm talent relations.
That's what I am literally asking the question. How is he talent relations?
Said with such vehemence too. How is he talent relations?
Giz says all the things that I want to say, but my fucking normal brain says I'm going to have to dial this down a little bit. So I listen to what Giz's big rant was, and then I go, how can I make this politically correct? And then we just move on from there. Well, not even politically correct. It's more of a, how can I not get kicked off the air? Yeah, acceptable. Who's singing?
Okay, so going to keep it down. You're the best.
Halloween costume.
God.
He can get a one-man tent and put a plunger coming out of it, and he can be a mobile toilet.
Right?
That's not,
right?
That's not it. I know it's kind of insulting, but also, like, if you think about it,
that's super fucking cool.
Not the worst idea I've ever heard of.
I mean, that's just fucking cool as shit.
I can teach you how to do the voice. I can teach you how to do the voice if you want.
Sweet. Although I do want to know why a chocolate teapot is bad.
Think about it.
Would melt.
It's made out of chocolate.
There we go.
And tea is made out of hot.
Melt.
I don't know, like a teapot that was made for chocolate. I didn't know. Like,
well, I'm sure you could have it functional for a very short period of time. Like, if you were like some sort of world record holder for pouring tea, I'm sure you could get the job done.
Unfortunately, laws of physics means it melts.
Yeah.
Now that I realize it's made out of chocolate, it makes a lot more sense. I thought maybe, like, I don't know. I try to keep slang can't. All right.
You're about as useful as as a sunroof on a submarine.
You said chocolate fire guard there, Dead Charlie, and all that ran through my head all of a sudden was David Hasselhoff running up the beach with a fire extinguisher. Don't know how my brain got there, but that's what happened. Anyway, right, there's a massive rat climbing up on the roof, and I think this is a good time to get into the movie. So the next movie up, which is releasing on the 5th of October, if memory serves me correctly, is The Mutation, and I have the little press releasey here for it.
Ooh.
And then I can add any extra information that I think is needed. That's like dogs again, so that's not the one that I'm looking for. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. After a deadly experiment on a rat goes wrong, the mutated rat has been let loose in the city, and a group of detectives are on the hunt for the beast. Zoologist Alan Marsh must work alongside a grieving widow to help the detective. Grieving is a bit of an overstatement. We'll get to that in a moment. Grieving widow to help the detectives capture and exterminate the mutated rat. As the body count rises, no one is safe, and the rat is growing at a rapid pace. The Mutation from director Scott Jeffrey comes to DVD and digital October 5th from Encore Entertainment. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I will say, in credit to this movie, within 5 minutes of the thing starting, you know what you're getting, because there's a dude in an evil rat suit, and there's a rat fight, and it's great.
You know what? I actually think that the suit looks kind of cool. I really do.
I liked it. I was actually upset to see the CGI rat come in later on.
I dug the suit for not being a giant fucking rat. Like, that was my problem. It looked like a cool
werewolf thingy.
Yeah, but look, hey,
werewolf thingy.
Here's the thing: in the defense of the suit, right? If it was super rat-like, it would just be that rat got big. It's a mutated rat, so it's like, we not only is the rat going to get big, we need to fuck this rat up, and they went for wolfing.
No, I think that was like the sad thing is, like, that's my biggest argument. I thought the movie itself was fun, but it was the whole, like, you know, it's a rat, it's not a rat. Like, it took so many different forms. It wasn't until the end when I got my giant CGI rat that I was like, fuck yeah, now we're here.
Oh,
like,
all Sharknado fans will be so fucking happy when that rat shows up, because it's just the right amount of good. It's not so good where you're like, this is high budget fucking Hollywood Transformers fucking shit. Transformers is a bad example, actually. Hollywood good CGI. It's, you know, you're not getting that, but it's not so fucking shit that you're like, I could have shot that in my shed. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's some competency to the way the rat is composited into the scenes and stuff like that. The story, what am I missing? What's going on?
Charlie. Charlie was on about a t-shirt idea. I'm not sure which one. Oh yeah, it was made out of hot because she thought it was hilarious. She thought about putting it on a t-shirt. Bill turns around and goes, "You could put that on your knickers."
Funny, like, yeah.
Christ, Bill.
This is why we're not going to.
I'm going to call that an official yellow card on that one particular comment. We're going to call a yellow card. We're going to call a yellow card.
He's not wrong, and what's worse is they'd sell.
Well, yeah, and I could still call a yellow card out of sheer copyright issues, because I won't lie to you, I'm pretty sure they already exist.
Oh, well, fuck that so.
Well, they had tracks with bottoms with fucking juicy written across the arse of them, so I'm assuming there's definitely, you know, I think I've even seen a pair of girls' underpants that had the words hot in the back of them, or
oh, I definitely have.
Yeah.
Yep.
And silence.
Well, crap.
I'm just trying to figure out how to segue back into the movie from that, and it's hard.
So, I've got knickers.
So anyway.
Giant rat
well,
thing.
it's really quite simple, because one of the characters, we thought that somebody else was trying to get her into his knickers.
That's a terrible. That's a better segue.
Also, yeah. In credit to this man rat suit, I kind of get the logic as well as to why the rat looks like that. Because do you remember, was it Wolfen? No, what's that other werewolf movie? Do you remember where one of them was in Australia?
The Howling.
Yeah, there we go.
That was the first thing that popped into my head when I saw him.
And I could see the kind of semi-logic where they're kind of like, okay, I wanted to kind of look werewolfy, but it also needs to be a rat. Hey, do you remember in that movie where they had the rat
Howling, the marsupials?
Yeah, where it was werewolves, but they were possum.
They were
werewolves.
bunyips.
Yeah,
They were
essentially.
bunyips.
Yeah, and aren't those kind of animals essentially just large rats? So what if we go? Meh.
I think that was my problem though. Like it, like it's supposed to be this giant ass rat, and at the ass end of the movie, thank God, we get a giant ass rat that looks like a rat, moves like a rat. But the entire movie is this marsupial kind of wolfen.
Well, look, I mean, which would you prefer, right? To have a somewhat decent looking CGI rat at the end of the movie, or to have a really shitty rat spread out the whole way through the movie? Because something tells me
wrong person.
And we also get the really cool actual costume.
No. For somebody that watched Sharktopus, I wanted a fucked up CGI rat terrorizing the fucking city. I didn't want to fucking like have to wait an hour and some change to see some giant CGI rat climb around.
Sorry,
I wanted CGI horrible fucking up a city.
I've lost track of what's going on in the chat. When did
I've been fired.
When did I fire you?
I have no idea. Every time I open my mouth, I think.
I think we're just hoping for spots on the GoreCast to open up.
Future endeavoring anybody. Let's just clarify something.
Bill, you fucking vulture.
Right. He's just hoping for a spot to open up.
Bill, I will bring you in every once in a while as a guest spot, even if it is 5 of us. Okay, if it makes you feel better.
He knows you flip switches, but the other 3 guys are expendable.
That's not. That is kind of true, actually.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Without you, it's like 3 guys sitting at home going, so, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But with you and whoever else.
Well, I could train 2 of you assholes how to use OBS, but no one ever listens to me. I trained Giz how to do his entire radio, or not train Giz, but I showed Giz how to do his entire radio show in fucking not long at all.
Listening problem.
Yeah, but it was a different thing.
Yeah, it's a different thing. Once you have that layering system for OBS sorted in your head, it's not a different thing. It's just different stuff. Same thing with different stuff in it, if you get me.
Right.
The Gore spendable. Right. Okay.
I'm not expendable. How would he have a bunch of funny quotes for his trailers? Because I just keep popping them out.
Yeah, so do I. If that's the leg you're trying to stand on, you're fucked.
Come on.
The leg I'm not trying to stand on is
I would like to clarify, because the chat has now raised an air of awkwardness that I don't want to deal with, and especially considering I'm not the one that brought it up. So I'm going to say right now, and then we're going to leave that as is, that A, I'm not Vince McMahoning anyone. B, no one is getting future endeavored. C, none of the crew are expendable in my opinion. They all have their fucking role and they do it. And D, fuck off.
Works really hard, by the way. All of us, but
we all work hard.
Has more for what he's pointing at.
I did. You were Carter. You were really taking this fucking small pot thing to heart, right? It's a compliment.
Johnny Laryngitis.
I'm not Johnny Laryngitis.
That's his name, though.
I'm gonna fire the chat in a minute. Fucking walk.
Yeah, you're gonna
fucking this the whole way down. I'm fucking Conor McGregor.
No,
man. If anyone tells me Conor McGregor didn't rip off Vince McMahon's walk, I will fucking I'll arm wrestle you for rights in that comment. Like, he ripped that walk so out.
I just saw Bill say hashtag people power. Fuck that. That was not a good time for wrestling.
Oh no,
I'm a Tony Khan. I'm a Tony Khan.
You're Dave Honor.
Who the
is
sorry,
Danhausen said.
Yeah,
the runner of Ring
Dave
of Honor.
Honor. Yes, I'm Dave Honor.
Everybody, Dave Hasbro, Dave Honor.
Dave Honor. Yeah.
No, like I said, I'm not knocking the costume. I dig it, but I just I want a giant ass fucked up looking rat. So I'm totally.
Carter just
shocked
moved
at
on. I
Bush.
love that.
I actually, honestly, I like being able to see. Okay, think about it, right? This managed to give us, the kind of monster thingy that we wouldn't see outside of, let's say, Guyver or one of those other madcap Japanese things. We had this mad-looking monster running around slicing people up.
Which I've totally given props to
Like
until
this.
they put it in the movie.
Yes,
It was a giant. It didn't have a tail that could like have spikes on it. It like I'm just saying, dude. I wanted a fucking rat just terrorizing the city.
Buzz, was that a double DVD box set thingy?
No. It's a
Single.
VHS.
Oh, never mind. You can put it back down. I have that on VHS as well.
I got also.
Oh, nice.
Michael
And
Berryman.
all the enemies.
Michael Berryman in the sequel. Johnny, the GoreCast universe has come to terms with your release. We would like to wish you
It's just a blank screen.
Oh, sorry, I thought I got cancelled.
Yeah, but the rest of us did. Fuck cancel culture.
Or not cancelled, sorry, I thought I got future endeavored. That's what I meant to do.
Since when does Vince McMahon or anyone else listen to the actual fans?
Katie, it's all Rookie's fault.
Yep.
But I will say though,
Nobody
like,
fires me,
aside-
motherfuckers.
That's right.
I quit.
Aside from that one CGI headshot in the restaurant, I actually liked some of the gore and shit. Like it looked good.
Oh, you're
You get
doing a great job. Get this back on track every time.
Oh, you mean the restaurant? You mean the restaurant?
Yes,
with the world's worst
I have to give him
police
credit.
fucking chief.
He's been like, okay, this is where we got interrupted again. I'm just going to hold it there for a second. Okay.
Hey, I'm trying to help him out here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Scientist doing stuff with a rat. Rat gets on the loose. Crazy shit happens. Eventually, this rat lands in a restaurant.
Let's say scientists doing scientisty stuff with a rat, not just like doing rat. I don't know.
Right? What?
I'm bored.
What? I said with a rat. He was doing science shit with a rat.
Yeah.
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 What did you turn that into?
I don't know. I honestly I wasn't even listening to myself for a second, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, he did sciencey shit with a rat. Do you know how you know it's sciencey shit? There was beakers and stuff there. That automatically means it's sciencey shit.
It was also uranium, which means the plate should have been fucking glowing in the dark.
Yeah, well, he was probably trying to get his car to go over 88 miles an hour.
I just feel like at one point when you're like, fuck, I need to buy a new cage, and you're getting into like human cage, no longer like animal cage.
Yeah.
You just, like want to put the brakes on whatever the fuck you're doing.
Well, I think that's applicable for both movies we've talked about so far tonight, really, if you think about it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Rat gets on the loose, and sciencey guy has a case of murder, and his wife is now a widow, or more importantly, single. And they get this world-renowned zoologist in who's had a bit of a breakup with his missus, and he's not a widow, but is more importantly single. So there's a bit of a storyline with them where they do things while also trying to solve her husband's murder and the murder of half of the town that's going on. And to get it back on track to where Carter had us is while. Oh, yeah. There's also two, what I can only describe as blasé and slightly standoffish cops that kind of show up in and out in relation to the case. And though one of those cops is at a restaurant later on in the movie. We're not going to get too much into plot about the movie, as I said again, but I feel we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about this particular scene because I loved it.
Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job.
Picked up his briefcase at one point and was like frantically trying to get in it. It seemed like, okay, is that where you're keeping your gun?
Was he English?
What the fuck,
Were they
dude?
English cops?
It was supposed to be set in England, yet there was a strange mix of American, Irish, and
Yeah. Like that all kind of.
Do you think that person was Irish?
Yes.
Natively?
Yeah.
I thought
natively.
Yeah, we've seen her in other films.
Oh, okay. It sounded fake Irish for some reason. It might have been because of all the English and American accents going on. It just sounded extra.
Also, I really, really, really liked how into, and I mean really into, that news report, that reporter chick was. I mean, she was like...
I am a better supporter than she is, though. I'm going to be honest
But
with
she was really into that story. It was like, great.
I saw that and I was like, I can do a better news report than she can.
I wouldn't have found it as entertaining.
Well, don't do them for you, Giz.
Clearly, thank the gods.
I do them for my legions of fans.
So anyway, in this restaurant scene that we were speaking of, this cop's there, and it's a restaurant. It's a Saturday night or whatever. It's full. You know, people are having the fine dining, as I believe it's called, and
having a little food with his wife.
Rat Monster Man comes busting into the restaurant and decides he's going to try and murder somebody there, and nobody does nothing. They all literally sit there. The cop sits there, and as I said earlier, there's the kind of it's so shocking. I can kind of get what happened where they're kind of like, okay, it's obviously a dude in a suit, right? It's not like an actual fucking were-rat or whatever. And I was just kind of like, I was kind of looking at the cop and I was like, you know, even if it's just a dude in a suit, he's literally murdering someone right in front of you. Do your fucking job. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. Pick up a fucking knife that's at the table. Do smash him over the head. Do something.
Not just the cop, just anybody in general. Like,
you should be aware.
Rochi, if you are going to start your own GoreCast, may I suggest for tagging purposes, call it Forecast, because you'll probably get more views than us.
Yeah, that's true. My daughter said that she was trying to get her friend to show her us, and every time they keep typing it in, it comes up Forecast, and they just give up. And I'm like,
that says a lot about the youth of today, because literally under where it says Forecast, it goes, did you mean Forecast?
GoreCast?
Yeah, it's like, read something, teenage person who I don't know and I hope is watching the show now. Read something. It's right there. Probably not, though, because as you said, they can't figure out the magical decipherings of code that are literally written under the fucking...
You mean spelling?
Oh.
I told her, I'm like, if that's an issue, I'll just send you a direct link.
I'm just going to... You
Hang
guys
on.
talk.
Pam gets weed... Whoa. I need to address something. Pam gets weed hookers all the time?
Yeah.
Weed?
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weed
I don't know what you're saying, as I don't get any of it.
Like...
The weed hookers are hers.
Huh.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either, but I want to find out now. So, like...
So do I. I don't have a clue what I'm on about.
Right.
I'm just rolling with a bunch.
In your house. It's happening in your house, dude.
Huh?
Right.
It's happening in your house. One would assume.
Well,
tree fitted.
I maybe need to not be streaming as much as I am now. Because there's things going on, and I'm shocked, but also like the sounds of it. So
shocked and intrigued, I believe, is the term you're looking for.
Intrigued, if you will.
But no, like, dude, even if it is a guy in a suit, like, he is still physically fucking people up, and all the patrons like still kind of like mid bite, like, oh, that's kind of weird. Not like, oh, fuck,
I know, baby cakes. The joke's already out there now, though. So, once the joke's out of the bag, you can't reel it back in.
And then when everybody finally realizes, like, this has really gone sideways, all we do is back up to a wall of windows. Nobody's going for the door. Nobody's like really trying to get away.
Nobody's trying to smash
funny story
the
about
thing to death.
Also, funny story about that wall of windows. Very escapable. Yes, very breakable. Very easy. Very escapable.
Next to you, you are outside.
Especially considering you're in what I believe the young kids call a fine dining restaurant, and it's got those fancy, big, thick oak wooden chairs that will go through a window like a knife through butter. Not a problem.
Or you can smash off the thing's back.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like a person.
I won't lie to you. I don't know this person, and I'm not getting eaten by rat man.
They're killing somebody in front. At the very least, it's an excuse to cause like legalized violence.
Okay, I'll
Do you
fucking
think
knife at it.
The rat, because it doesn't seem like
I'll do that as well.
I like the way like it's an excuse to cause legalized violence. It's an excuse to get murdered by a rat. Is what it is. The thing is literally exhibited superhuman strength. I can't compete with superhuman strength. I don't have superhuman strength.
Has it exhibited superhuman resilience to get in a chair lashed off its back?
Yes. Yeah. It's repeatedly. It literally busts through the wall of a restaurant.
Right. I get props because like when he laid hands on that one chick, she's like, "Fuck you, bro." Put a boot to his stomach, picked up a chair and said, "Eat this." And it was like, cool. Got more. At that point, I'm like, fuck that. I'm out. Like,
yeah, once the testicle shot doesn't work, it's game over, really. Yeah.
My favorite part was the accidental friendly fire where little Granny took it.
He was finally just his fucking gun out.
Do your job. Do your job. Bang. That is not your job.
Then he finally sneaks to actually start shooting the goddamn thing. He shoots someone's grandmother. What the hell?
As we said, Bill, there's it's set in England, but it's I don't know. It's confusing in that one particular regard because it is set in England, and all of the cops sound English, but none of the main actors do.
Yeah, and the one American knows everything.
And
about
I do agree with you that is very much an American cop car in the English countryside, pulling up beside a Nissan Micra, which is it was an American as everybody knows is synonymous with England, the Nissan Micra.
It was an American news reporter telling people about how this was happening in the English countryside.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if you found out that there was a massive werewolf rat going around, that's the type of thing that gets worldwide news. I think that was the whole point of the American news reporter. That there's a mutated rat literally running loose in a country.
I think he was watching BBC News or something.
over or something.
Hmm?
They would have had to like ship her over to like get on the news report. Like,
right. If I was to explain off the top of my head, I would imagine that it was probably shot in America, and the English actors and stuff were flown over. Although I won't lie to you, that countryside is very English looking.
So maybe they flew the cop car over to England.
Yeah. Actually, do you know what it is? I think I know what it is and it's going to sound stupid, but it's because universally the American style cop car is more widely known, and people will just be easier adapted to just seeing that instead of the English style cop cars.
I have to disagree, Bill. If Americans heard on the news about a mutated rat on the loose in England, it would be presumed to be a radio drama.
Not if there's video footage of the mutated rat. Like I feel if there's like news footage, it'd be like, oh, it's a mutated rat.
As much reality TV as we are, like, dude, did you hear about that mutant fucking? Oh yeah, dude, we would be all over that shit.
Like, if anything that's been exhibited from America occasionally is them believing shit that they really shouldn't, not the other way around.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah. That was literally the thing I was referencing. I wasn't taking a ding at your country in general. It was literally that one particular instance was what I was going for.
Exactly. No, I think like the weird part for me.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Katie Medina just went plot twist. It's just an episode of EastEnders. Dun, 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 dun. Blam, 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 blam. Blam, 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 blam. Blam, 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 blam. Funny story. I've never watched a single episode of it. Because
I unfortunately have.
That's how much of the theme tune I know, because that's how long it took me to get from the end of the living room I would be sitting in to outside of the living room where the EastEnders wasn't.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Isn't that right, Ricky? You know Young and the Restless?
Yeah.
Imagine Young and the Restless, except it's set in London with a bunch of Scousers.
Okay, so I don't want
No,
this
hang on. No. Scousers in Liverpool.
Yeah, I know. But
It's
there's
Cockneys.
Yeah, there's some Cockneys in there as well. Yeah.
don't want this to sound like an attack, but I never liked, that whole Young and the Restless kind of thing either.
Here's a better description. Imagine if it was Young and the Restless, if written by Snatch or by Guy Ritchie. That's what I would have meant, not the thing.
Oh, okay. No,
that actually does sound kind of cool.
Yeah,
I don't even know if I would have made it.
Yeah, you think that though, but it's soap opera. Like he's very much writing a soap opera. Liverpool. Yeah, that's it.
If you want to see Cockneys argue for 30 minutes, wow, that's a hard pass. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Cockneys versus Zombies, I can watch that shit on repeat, but just to argue.
Isn't that
that's a great film?
Isn't that
great film?
At one stage in that movie, isn't that literally just a bunch of Cockneys arguing for 30 minutes?
Yeah, and then they
fight
zombies.
And then they fight zombies. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but have you ever seen Cockneys just scrap each other? It's equally entertaining.
I mean, it was, but then it got better because there were zombies. Like they just upped its own game. So
everything's better if you had zombies, though. So that's
right.
just...
But if it's like just them arguing,
did you enjoy Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
Never seen it.
Did you enjoy Snatch?
Fuck no.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
I think I just shocked Gibbs for a second though. No, I Snatch was one of those, like it got real big here, but I watched it, didn't really care for it.
Anywho, I think what we're going to do is we're going to hit the trailer for the Mutation, which is available, as I said, from the 5th of October on VOD and streaming sites from Terror Films, and we will be back. We're going to be talking about some possession shit, and it's awesome.
Wait, stop! Help!
I'm bored for it.
Wrong. We're just going to chat here for another little minute because Johnny forgot to do the thing with the changing the trailers over. So we're just going to chill out there for a moment there.
Wow, Katie must be the only
with a low bloated card.
Right?
Oh, yeah, Katie. Yeah, we all enjoy Snatch.
I'm just gonna say I did, just so I don't get.
No, I mean
That was so bad it actually made me forget the name of the movie that I was trying to type in there.
I'm not the one who started that gag.
You're the one that fucking filmed it though.
Oh shit.
She's got now and
Did I miss something there? So
I'm laughing at you're the one who filmed it though.
Oh, all right, sorry. Yeah, well, you did. Like, you used that on camera. You know, that's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Watch it. Wait. Did you also film it?
What? No.
Okay. Okay. I think we need to clear that air before we move on. Because if he did, I'm unaware of it. That was just a little stumble upon some information that I didn't know about. Up until right about now.
What?
I don't know what's going on anymore.
For Johnny to light up a trailer, obviously.
Yep.
Oh no, it's been lined up for a minute or two. I've just been kind of I've been rocked with shock there for a second. Okay, trailer. Hey.
Wait, stop! Help! Help!
Nope, we're not back there. Things went wrong. Okay. Need to check this. Yes. Let's see what happened. Right. So, what's the best way of resolving this? Turn those off. I'll fix this issue later. Yeah. That whole thing shocked me so bad that I literally fucked up the entire show.
The show's broken.
Show's broken. Go home now. Nothing to see here. Turn the show right around. You went and gone and broke it. Okay. So there's no fancy cinema screen at the moment because I actually turned that into the trailer accidentally instead of changing the trailer. Fun times. So here is the trailer for the Mutation, and we will be back with our votes. And hopefully I've gathered myself back together a little bit and figured out how to get that cinema screen back because I can't remember.
This is zoologist Alan Marsh and his assistant Julie Larkin. We're not really sure, but we don't think this murder was committed by another human.
We got one body, male.
What do you think you could have done this?
I want to find out what my husband was working on up there, and I want to find out what killed him.
You're saying some mutated creature is walking these streets?
That thing is angry and it is hungry.
Fuck your packet of Pringles. I have a horse outside. We're back.
Actually, Bill, that is exactly what I just said to the lads.
Fuck
I
your
got
banshee bones. I've got a horse outside.
Of course you do. They're grazing in the fucking patch of grass up the way from you.
Hey, nay. That's the sound a horse makes.
Whoa. Now,
Your patch of grass.
Bill, don't be talking bad about Doritos, bro. I have never had a banshee bone, but
See, the thing is,
that rhyming scheme doesn't work, Bill.
Bill would actually be in position to compare them. So,
I'm just saying, dude, Doritos. Like,
if I won't lie to you, if I was Banshee Bones over Doritos, I would probably go Doritos.
I would, but then again, I wouldn't eat Doritos anyway, so it doesn't make a difference.
Actually, made
a anybody from America who hasn't heard of the Rubber Bandits, go look up Horse Outside.
Oh yes,
you'll understand
Horse
what I'm on about. Yeah, vote for the fun little monster horror that is the Mutation.
I'm gonna go with 3.
Toa?
3.
You gave the Mutation the same grade you gave the dog movie?
Yeah. But like I'm giving it a less energetic 3 towards like dogs. I was like 3. Here I'm like, 3. I didn't get my CGI rat till the ass end, so 3. I liked it, but whatever.
Okay. Next. Who? Someone number me.
Funnily enough, I am also giving it a 3, but it's not nearly as downhearted as he is. I really like the costume. I know you harped on about how it's not actually a mutated rat or anything, but I like the fact that they've made a costume. It did look cool. Would it have looked just as good as like your werewolf thingy or something else? Yeah, but for what it is, I thought it worked, and I kind of like seeing monster movies.
Dude, had they did like a fucking gigantic, the same creature that they started with in the restaurant, they could have like CGI'd a 50-foot fucking.
That would have looked shite. That would have looked like Power Rangers.
I would have but I still would have like been behind it because that's the creature you started with.
I'm probably also going to go with a 3, and same as Giz. I just thought it was a good, fun movie. I liked the kind of little nods to certain other looks and things, and I didn't think it was bad. And then when CGI rat showed up, I was just like, awesome! He's a big mutated rat now. Good shit.
Yep. With like weird protrusion bone.
Yeah,
like,
he's mutated.
Cool, Charlie.
Right.
This is a banshee bone. Whoop.
Yeah,
this is a banshee bone, and it is lovely.
Went about as well as I could have expected.
I'm gonna go 2.
Oh, Carter looks good all of a sudden with his down 3. So
No, you don't.
I do.
He's giving it a
Still
solid 2.
Doesn't matter the tone that you say it in. You're
Johnny's
still
come
giving
to terms with your employment and wishes you the best. Right, so that's fucking. Oh God.
3 3s and a 2.
4.
3.75.
That makes it an average of 4.
3 3s and a 2 is an average of 4.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
8 divided by 4.
I think it's like 3.75.
Come to the GoreCast to learn math, kids.
Schoolhouse Rock after this.
I've always been far better.
I like, in my defense, as a Tony Khan, I nurtured you there for a moment where you're like, it's 4, and I was like, is it?
It's like, no, it's like you don't want to tell him he's wrong. You want him to
Yeah, but like he figured it out himself.
That's what I'm saying.
There was no hints or anything. I just went, is it? And then he went, no, because he had a bit of time to do the math. And he went, no,
sorry, Pam wanted to see the Banshee bones.
In fact, inactually accurate. Well,
I've always been far better with, words than numbers, so I'm happy enough to just continue with my above average vocabulary and my below average math skills.
3 3.
I've always been better at pointing at everybody and laughing.
2.75 rounded up to 3, so it's 3.
Oh, you know what they got out at the stores? The Halloween cereals, the Count Choculas and the.
We don't have those.
Did they not do them the whole year round? I thought that was just like something that's out in America all the time.
No, they got Banshee boned.
Yeah.
It's a 50th anniversary.
My problem is, though, that Boo Berry is no longer Boo Berry. It's just like other cereal with like the blue ghost on it.
Was it because the branding was too scary?
It used to be like Frankenberry was strawberry, Count Chocolate was chocolate, Blueberry, I assumed blueberry because I never ate them. But for whatever reason, he got like retagged.
Quick question. I just want to float it by you real quick. Out of all of those cereals, did any of them have a witch as the branding? No, because this fucking movie does. We're moving on.
Oh, that was slick.
Thanks. We're moving on to this is the movie I was saying that it's actually out since 2020 and is currently, and I cannot, before we get into getting into the plot of this, I cannot recommend enough. Get the fuck on Netflix when the podcast is finished and watch this movie. It's so fucking good. It's great.
Dude, I not see this sooner.
Yeah, and as I said as well, the reason we have it in as a screener purpose this time is because that the Blu-ray is available and the DVD is available from October 12th, and it's got a whole host of behind the scenes and a behind the scenes documentary and deleted scenes and director commentary and actor commentary and things like that. The way you end with the kind of means that you're not really like invested in your description at all. It's just kind of like, it kind of tastes like some other shit, but really anything tastes like it if you put salt and vinegar on it.
No.
Don't you fucking bap. Are you waving your finger and bapping me?
The texture of Monster Munch and the texture of Banshee Bone is slightly different.
But they both taste like.
The next time you
vinegar.
reprimand me the way I reprimand my dog, I'm going to hump your fucking leg.
He's gonna rub your nose in it. I said no. Look what you did.
What did you do? What did you do?
What did I just step
in? Dude, The Old Ways is my favorite fucking movie of tonight's 3.
Yeah, because it's fucking mind blowing. I will give you a quick press release version of the movie before we get into it a little bit more in derped. So we are here. Christopher Allander's spellbinding horror hit The Old Ways, described as the greatest exorcism movie since The Exorcist, and I would be happy to get on board with that.
Yeah,
it's definitely up there. I'll put it that way. Definitely up there because it's a different kind of possession movie. It's not your typical kind of possession movie. It's good stuff. Where are we at? Yeah. Comes to digital and DVD and Blu-ray this October. Special features on the DVD and Blu-ray include behind-the-scenes documentary, The Old Ways Look Beyond. I think that's Blu-ray only. Director and writer commentary, storyboard comparisons, and deleted scenes. Christina is a journalist of Mexican origin, travels to her ancestral home in Veracruz to investigate a story of sorcery and healing. There she is kidnapped by a group of locals who claim she is the devil incarnate. Bridget Cali Canales, who is in the animated Clone Wars series, voices somebody.
Star Wars. Yeah,
Star Wars.
She plays
Trace. Star Wars. Yeah.
Trace Martinez in Clone Wars and in the Bad Batch cartoons. So she'd probably be reappearing in future Bad Batch seasons, I'd imagine.
Yes, and Andrea Cortez and Julia Vera star as well. There we go. That's the official press releasey.
I'm not big on like commentary and stuff like that, but I wouldn't mind checking out the deleted scenes and shit of that just to see what didn't make it in the movie.
Yeah, there's because of the way it's going.
Sorry, before we move on, I'm missing something here. Wednesday just went woo woo. I'm honored, Buzz, and then Johnny went check your. He went check my recent messages, and then Bill went Wednesday. It's a trap. What's going on?
Because Wednesday is my new favorite.
Oh right.
Because she agrees with me.
Cereal.
Agree with me, so. Ouch! From sitting. Where are we at?
Rochi just sent me a thing that also in testimony. Yeah, well, you see, my phone is my camera, and my phone is in landscape mode, but Messenger, where the message came in, is in portrait mode, and this is how it resolves that. Also, my phone is far away from me, and in testimony to the good eyesight that I have, Roshi sent me a thing that says the Chinese government has an AI surveillance system that uses 20 million plus cameras to 20 million plus cameras and tactical recognition to track citizens' behavior and monitor criminals. They officially named it Skynet because of Terminator.
So that
totally unsurprised. Totally unsurprised.
Yeah, there's so many things I could say right now, and I'm just not going to for the purposes of YouTube change the rules.
YouTube are always changing the rules.
Yeah, but these rules could. I just trust me. Sometimes I don't need a discussion back. I just need to be like, the captain said a thing, and it makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Do you know? Sometimes when the captain says send the ship northwest, sailor, I don't need some other dude down the bow to be like, maybe you should go northeast a little bit for a while. No, sometimes northwest is let's just go northwest. Fucking boss. I'm not normally like Vince McMahon when it comes to these things, but fuck, it's getting dragged out of me tonight for some reason. God damn.
It's all the references.
Yes, it could be all the references, and I did channel my inner Vince McMahon when I said that you're fired thing earlier for the crack, and it might have been a bad idea because I have a hankering for some steak and to fire some people. So
that's good S word.
It is good S word. Damn straight. I love your stick. You're a great wrestler. I love everything about you, except that we need to change your name, and I might make you a manager. Okay, cool, good stuff. Nom 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 nom.
Do you know what else is good S word? The Old Ways. Yes. Except there's nothing that needs to be changed about it because it's really, really good.
This movie's literally perfect. I do these little rants occasionally, but this is literally the color grading. Like the minute the movie started, I was like, this looks gorgeous. I was like, color palette through the whole movie was absolutely gorgeous. Slight little changes when all the demonic shit starts going on. And you know what? They're for the better. The score that they have for it is so perfectly timed with everything that happens in the movie. It's literally brilliant. The camera trickery they do, there's no fucking, paranormal activity, jump scare shit or anything. There's well orchestrated, well thought out, very well organized shot compositions to make fantastic scares kind of out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like realistically, in the happenstance of how everything goes down, it's not the biggest deal. But fucking hell, the way they did it in the movie, it's a big deal. And it was
because a lot of it is just natural tension building from the situation and characters.
There's a justice for George Foreman.
Yeah, she was like, my mom at Skynet, she can break any technology. At which point Bill said, just throw Giz at it. He EMPs anything.
Lum has posited in the past that I would be the cause of and solution to Skynet. As in, Skynet would happen because of something I did. And then the only way to stop it would be to get me close enough to it again.
I too can testify to this weird phenomenon because Giz's weird anger radiation or whatever it is that comes off of him used to regularly fuck up my Wi-Fi out in the old house. Like as in systematically. It hasn't happened in the new place, but in the old house, systematically, every time Giz came in, the Wi-Fi would just get shit within 20 minutes.
Yeah, I've got a razor that no longer works, and I don't like it. It takes the charge, and I press the button. And that's why I have to.
This is
keep
I think
the beard.
It's Giz with.
I like beard, Giz. We have a uniform going on, and the uniform in the GoreCast is beard.
That's not.
Charlie, just to let you know, you can also put that quote in a t-shirt because I feel it makes fucking some sales out of that one too. Take that one for free.
This is not what she said. That's him after a circle jizzerk.
The goddamn fucking circle jizzerk is what it is. Goddamn.
Circle jizzle.
This ain't no circle jizzerk.
Oh god, it's so funny.
The goddamn horror bizarks.
So, anyway, film.
Dr. Ellis, you beautiful man.
Like I said, I mean, like you gave, like Deadly gave it just a shit ton of props, and like I agree with everything he said.
I hadn't even finished giving it props. There was more props to come. I got sidetracked.
There you go.
No, I can't even remember where I stopped, so we might as well just.
Oh god. Ugh, I just got my stomach.
Like every word you said, though, man, I have to agree. And then for me, like
you're right. You have to agree. Hashtag Vince McMahon. Sorry, what are you joking? Sorry. Last sidetrack. Last sidetrack.
You just said it.
Sometimes you got to lean in and own it.
Sometimes you have to lean in and kiss ass. It's all good. So, no, like I don't know. Even some of the shit that was subtle. Like we talked about the little things that it just like made that much more of an impact when you realized what happened after that kind of moment. Like
there's a very well shot scene talking about how things could be like essentially not big but impactful. With I won't get into the ins and outs of it because if you do happen to go to Netflix, I think because I don't mind getting into the plot a bit, but I think like getting deep in depth into stuff because I'm hoping people will go watch this because it's great. But there's a scene with a rat.
It's a really good film.
There's a scene with a rat.
Yeah.
And it is so well thought out and shot and fucking effective. It was like,
and it's one of the things that works with this is it's one of those films that you put it on and you're thinking the story's going one way and you think the characters, their motivations might be one thing, and then halfway through you get stuff that happens, you're like, oh, okay, maybe it's this, and then something else happens, like, nope, it's definitely that, and that's a definite fucking thing. And they manage to turn up the tension level every time they do a reveal.
They do, like with a lot of possession movies, you find they jump into the whole possession side of things really quick. It's like, there's this, what's going on. For a good third of the movie, they keep it very ambiguous.
It could be this.
It could be that they're a bunch of really nice people that happen to think you have whatever in you, and this is how the locals handle it, even though you don't. And technically, they're all kind of crazy, but they're just fucking balls deep in faith and stuff like that. Or there's the potential that I do have a demon in me, or whatever. Or is it that your one's reading certain narcotical habits?
Yeah,
right. Like, it just keeps the character guessing, the audience guessing. Like it. Oh man, it was just such a grand fucking movie.
And they also put little maybe distractors where like maybe how much of it's true by our possessed character. Maybe, gets a little bit into some drugs and stuff like that. So maybe you think, what she's seeing maybe isn't really happening. Maybe it's a part of a trip.
I have to ask, sorry, how is this episode like the hairy baby episode of Father Ted?
Oh, because it's what the fuck?
Okay, man. Put some hair removal cream on his eyebrows and he'll wipe them off himself, so it's win-win. How will anyone know if I'm angry or not?
I'm pretty sure your face turning red will do the trick.
My face doesn't turn red. My eyebrows furrow and I just get quieter. And now if my eyebrows don't furrow, everyone's just going to think I've just gone quiet.
Look, it's okay. It's
Well,
okay.
silently.
Apparently they've unanimously agreed that we all look better with beards. Apparently I look weird as a baby face.
Yeah,
I'm much better as a heel, you're right.
Do you remember when you came in with the beard and I was like, what did you do to your face? That beautiful, where did it go? It was weird for some reason, because when you had it was like you looked like you were 20 and 40 at the same time. And it was a weird.
Do you want to know what's worse? No, that's okay. Because that's the way I've looked since I was fucking 25.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like you looked really young in the face, but then with the thing, it was like I was like, I don't like normally if someone looked that drastically younger after shaving off their beard, I'd be like, rock on the no beard, man. But it was this weird combo that I was like, my brain can't comprehend what's going on right now. I just got so used to it with the beard.
And I don't remember a time when Giz didn't have it, so that one time he shaved it, fucked me up, dude. Like
which is why I also
in my top
found
right,
it weird
like,
without the beard as well, because we're doing the show 5 fucking years, and that no beard thing only happened this season.
Right.
Oh, my face.
I'm not saying that.
What's more effective to hold one hostage, rope, belts, or chains? Right now I have band-looking things sketched around my broom. Oh, hang on. I have band-looking things sketched around my human.
I don't know exactly what's going on, but I would say duct tape. You're forgetting duct tapes.
Duct tape.
Duct tape is always effective. Bree, actually, that's exactly what Bill just put in, duct tape.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Also, Bree is drawing a picture of someone being held hostage.
Oh, yeah. Duct tape is where you want to go. Duct tape. Or cable ties.
Also very good.
So Charlotte was like, it took me a while to realize
Well,
Carter
this
was...
got into an advice section about something that I really... Movie! We got witches and brujas and stuff. Oh, my. Anyway, so... yeah. As I said, it's about journalists.
Just cutting me right off at the knees before I got into any of that, aren't you?
You and I were starting to get too informative, and from what I understand of CSI Miami, that can get you in a lot of shit. So I was just like,
we read a lot.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I do read a lot. Library right there.
Reading bullshit. It's bullshit. I know what you were channeling your inner Master Ken. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So, yeah. All in all, I can't remember where we were exactly, but Possession movie. And
Possessed.
Really good.
Like
The Possession.
doing nothing but talking good phrases about it.
Yeah.
At any fucking random point.
Even like if you watch some of the scenes that are rolling on the screen right now as the trailer is playing, like it's like all of the way the scenes are laid out, like cinematically, are just it manages to be really serious, and it doesn't have that like Fast and the Furious cameras flying everywhere. But you'll notice as you watch, like there's very few stagnant moments of camera. There's always this kind of nice fluidity to everything.
Moving.
Yeah, it's constant, and it moves in a nearly virtually snake-like pattern at times, and it's really cool.
Snake shows up.
Which, yes, well, it leans heavily into some of the subplots of the movie. Of shit inside you that you don't want inside you. That's the plot. Or also the plot, also, as you could.
There's a lot of stuff pulled, like she's puking stuff up. Stuff
I don't know what to do in relation to the plot of this, because I'm like, how much into the plot do we want to go? Because it's kind of like everyone really could just fuck off and watch this once we finish. And I kind of would hope that occasionally people take our movie advice, especially when emphatically all four of us, because it doesn't happen at all, are like, this movie's fucking the shits. Get it?
Ooh, Charlotte or Wednesday said she just watched it too.
Yeah, I was just asking.
What you think of it Wednesday?
Listen, the Chisettes.
Yeah.
I'm not used
I watched
to
it with Pam, and Pam was like the two of us afterwards, like, that was a good movie. Which I know it doesn't sound like a big compliment, but it's just.
I was like,
it was
I was
very.
like,
That was a good movie. Like, I know we've watched some entertaining movies before, but that was a good movie. Like, everything was like, that's how you brew, huh? Brew, Bruja. No, Bruja is fucking.
No, you're
vampire.
right. Bruja.
Yeah, Bruja. Bruja is vampire.
You pass the screeners on to us. So
Bruja are the biker vampires.
we're used to seeing things that have not come out yet. So when I saw the old ways, I knew Netflix, but I was expecting something else. And I was like, holy shit, dude. I've had this in my queue for I don't know how long now. And I've just kind of been like skipping over it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like a right arsehole for skipping over it for so many months because it's fucking great.
Dude, same here.
Just to clarify, by the way, I didn't skip over it because I thought it was going to be shit or anything. I was just like, this seems like it's going to be quite involved. And normally when I was flicking through at the hours of the night where I came across it, I was like,
my brain doesn't do that story.
And that was it. Like
Sharknado, a Friday the 13th, that kind of vibe.
Brain needs to power down, not to ramp up again.
Just want to watch some shit get murdered.
Yeah,
you're not wrong. This is definitely a film that ramps up the brain.
Oh yeah, this ramps up the brain.
Watching some stupid shit at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'll watch it later.
And if you have a weak constitution, bring a pee bag because it will happen.
Let's see. Wednesday says, I thought it was strange as fuck, but a pretty decent film.
Yep. That's a fair, put that on the back of the DVD box. That's a quote right there.
Like I said to the lads a while ago, I was kind of like, psychic surgery. Haven't seen that since the 80s. That's awesome.
And like I like the I don't want to say like a twist, but like the ending kind of was. I really enjoyed that little nod, but I don't know. I like the ending. It was good.
Oh, love the fucking ending. Like,
I don't want to.
Sorry, multitasking. What?
I'm not even multitasking anymore. I'm just tasking.
But it was one of those, like, I can see where they could have had a shit ending in 100 different ways, but this was like a perfect ending. And I think Johnny even said it best. Like, you even got like your action hero kind of fucking.
That witty one-liner.
Yes, thank you, witty one-liner. That should not have worked by any means.
But it did.
Yo, dude, it like made a motherfucker back up and go, "Oh, you don't know who you playing with now." Like, it was. God, Bill, I hope that is not true with the whole Shia LaBeouf thing. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't really. What are we on now? Indiana Jones
6.
I need to use the bathroom really quick, so you guys keep talking there for a second.
Shocking.
What did I need to use the toilet? I pee like normal humans. I know you feel like. I know I feel like.
No.
I know I feel like I'm
I
a
meant
different
after
beast
reading the Indiana Jones news. It's kind of like, for fuck's sake.
What's the Indiana Jones news?
Isn't that what you were reading?
No,
Yeah.
I actually just need to pee. Sorry.
Oh, that's what I was.
I thought it was a reaction to the news.
No, exclusive. Phoebe,
go
Waller
and throw up for a while or something.
will replace Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones franchise. Shia LaBeouf wanted for return. And 5. Thank you, Bill.
Now I'm peeing out of anger. Stupid fucking.
How do you eating? Oh.
I
yes.
I have no loss. Like, I'm not hating on Harrison Ford. I was totally against Indiana Jones 5 from the beginning because he's like.
I was against Indiana Jones 4.
Oh, thank you. So was I. But now, even later down the road, he's like, what, 70? I just feel like he's sending other motherfuckers out anyways. I didn't want to see.
He's old enough. Hang on. He's old enough that they can redo the Indiana Jones Chronicles and have Harrison Ford appear in it at the right age.
Oh my God, that's true. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, see, like when you've literally come that full circle, it's okay to pass it to somebody else. Because like he was supposed to be a teacher. So he's inspired another student to go off in Indiana Jones on their own fucking terms. And
that's what the last film was supposed to be, except they got Mr. Screaming, I have no talent.
Okay, no. Okay, I have to argue that. I feel like Shia LaBeouf does have talent. You did not see it in Thor, but if you see his other films, he's actually done a lot of good work. I don't know why
I
he
have never seen anything I actually liked him in, and I've seen a good few Shia LaBeouf movies. Hell, I saw that fucking piss poor version he did of the Sentinel.
The Sentinel.
The fucking.
You know the film of the guy with the broken leg and he's looking out his fucking window and he sees the murder happening.
He has a ankle bracelet.
What? No, Shia LaBeouf in.
Yeah, no, that was an ankle bracelet.
Yeah, it's an ankle bracelet.
Okay, but the point is, it was a piss poor version of the Sentinel.
Okay, but I just mean so like Peanut Butter Falcon.
I'm going to save that for a news bit next week, Hiroshi. Thank you.
I can't think it was a long title. He's done a lot of good, movies, but it's weird because he does better in indie films than he does necessarily in like big budget Hollywood, and I have no clue why. And he was kind of a goof in Indiana Jones 4.
I feel,
and so I didn't really want to,
I feel very quickly before we continue on this conversation, I should just say, if you feel like getting loads of extra DVD features in relation to this movie, go pick it up on October 12th, and we'll run the trailer for it in a little bit. But yeah, I think that's, because I don't think we want to ruin too much of the plot of that movie anymore. And also, we seem to keep sidetracking, so we might as well just nurture that side of the show and just keep chugging on. So
79? Bullshit. God, 80?
Are you surprised that 80 came after 79? That's the way I heard that conversation.
No,
what I heard was 79. Bullshit. 80? That's...
I thought, I just thought he was maybe young.
Counting with character.
I didn't realize I was actually that accurate with his age. Like, I pull ages out of my ass, kind of as a joke. I didn't realize I was almost that close to it. I didn't realize Harrison Ford was actually 79. I was joking and was like, oh, what is he, fucking 80 now? Yeah. Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
Just briefly, Bree is saying this might be the last time she sees us live because she's learning how to use the ice cream section, so that means that she might be closing way more often.
Well, here's the thing. When you bring loads of awesome ice cream
can
home,
always
you can always watch us on repeat.
Sure.
Yeah.
Come home with ice cream.
Customarily, when the show is on American Horrors, you won't be at work. I think. Maybe.
All depends on what time.
Well, it'll be the same time that we're always on American Horrors.
No. My point, as in, all depends on what time she's finishing work and what time the show goes on.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know what time zone Bree be up in.
Exactly.
I know that we're at the 8:30 p.m. CST mark.
If she's in Florida, that's the same time zone as me.
Oh, that's it. No, Florida. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm thinking of California. Sorry.
She's saying it's not the same not watching it live.
Yeah, I know, but we're still mental.
Oh, hey, she's in Missouri. Rock on.
I thought she's okay.
What? She says she's in Missouri.
No, I know. I thought one time I thought we said
she moved
in Florida. Okay, I didn't know that.
Maybe from Florida in Missouri.
Why did I just get
no? She moved a while back.
Oh, is that right now?
What? Are you what? What? Has he just passed out? What's going on? You just said, is that right now? And then went like this.
Yeah, leaned hard.
Oh, about that movie that I told you that I wasn't going to watch from Blumhouse. I guess it's on right now. So I'm not watching it.
Okay. Looks like you slowly passed out on your phone, dude.
Yeah. I thought you had one of those fainting goat kind of situations, or some sort of, Agent Orange fucking.
I thought you were having a slow stroke or something. Oh, it's one of those things again. Oh, no.
Bill wrote the magic word and Buzz is just gone.
Okay. Bree says she's always been in Missouri.
All right.
Okay. Well, maybe I would say I'm incorrect.
I don't know. Maybe you really like Florida and was hoping for the best. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Unless it's like Florida, Missouri. Is that a
Wasn't she in school in Florida?
She was thinking about going to Full Sail, and we started talking about NXT.
Oh, okay, so that's okay. That's, I got it. Okay.
Are you going to Full Sail as a wrestler? Is it?
No, I think she was going. She
No,
was
I
thinking
remember
about
the
going there as a-
conversation. It was a joke, dude.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I make funnies, and
it's hard to tell. Hard to tell.
Is it?
No, well, I think all your jokes are funny.
Thank you.
Suck up.
Promoted. No, she says I was gonna move to Florida pre-pandemic, but then the prices raised on everything.
Okay, maybe I just
thinking about
the conversation and I just assumed. So it happens when you assume. You make an ass out of you and me.
It's weird, but I'm stoked when I run into somebody who's like, "Oh, I'm from Missouri." Yes, it's not just me here. Awesome. You know, along with the other 10,000 people that are.
I was gonna say you're the only person in Missouri, like 20.
Dude,
like,
right? No, Missouri is a lonely one-person state. It's just sad.
Instead of a one-horse town, it's a one-man town.
Right.
Like,
And
what does that mean proverbially? It means that there's one man
Right.
in the town.
Wait,
talking to him
wasn't that a
about
TV series? Isn't that a TV series that just started in like fucking Hulu or something?
What?
Or Netflix? Why the Last Man?
Oh yeah, that just came out actually, like just launched.
Yeah,
I can't say that it's familiar. I'll tell you what, we're gonna hit the trailer.
I remember the comics.
We're gonna hit the trailer for.
Everything's got comics.
Yep. We're gonna hit the trailer for the old ways, and we will be back where we'll chat away with you for another little bit, and then we'll get ready to head on off to the night times. Back in a moment.
Why did you go there? I told you, it was not safe. Do you know these people? The man, he is her son. He helps. The woman, she practices the old ways. She's a bruja. They don't believe they can let you go. They have seen something inside you. A demon.
I don't know what's in my food. I don't know what day it is.
You can't understand what you see now.
This is insane.
This isn't you. It's what's inside you.
There is no demon, Christina.
My name is Christina Lopez. I came to this place to die.
And we're back. Just reminding me why I need to put the audio on for the traders, because I didn't know that finished. Yeah.
You could both come to Ireland. Have a laugh.
Yeah.
And it is a lonely state, Bree. No lie.
And if you do want to go to Missouri and hang out with Carter, apparently there's loads of room. So
Houses should be pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
It's like me and two cows and a lot of corn.
Oh, do you mean in Missouri?
Yeah.
Oh, that was very punny.
I think you'll find that it was a bad cow pun.
It's okay. I see some chickens with choppers.
That literally brought a silence to the chat there.
I was trying to keep a straight face and everything, you bastard.
That literally brought. I was like, I'm just rolling this thing here, and I was like, nobody said nothing after that one. Okie dokie.
could literally hear crickets.
Cricket, 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 cricket,
Wait, why is no one talk? Jesus Christ! Maybe I did have a stroke.
I wonder that every week, man. There's at least one point where I wonder if you're like if a wire has just kind of like snapped in your brain.
I say, why is nobody wanting to come visit me? Everybody's going to Carter, Missouri, Ireland. No one's in Michigan.
I presume because you seem.
Michigan sound cool. There's literally nothing in Missouri.
I'm there, so I mean that's a definite plus.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Hence, you make Michigan sound cool. I was trying to give you props, but just pass over. That's cool. Fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, obviously, just who would want to go to a place with Carter and cows? That's all that's there. I mean,
that's what. Like, wow, that's depressing.
Why wouldn't you want to go? What's wrong with fucking Carter and cows?
So much the Carter cows. Like, I mean,
what's wrong with cows?
They're not very exciting.
Well, I mean, like
you haven't been hanging out with the right cows, man.
Right. Our cows are like fucking crazy. They don't do shit, but it's crazy.
Go out every now and then, wave a flag in front of one of the bulls, get them to chase after you. Good lad.
He didn't say any bulls though. That's the problem.
Wherever there's cows, there's bulls.
Not in Carter's town. He must just keep importing 2 separate cows in.
I'm not gonna lie. Like corn everywhere. Cows import.
Oh, corner there? Okay, well I'm fucking there. Corner there. Great band.
Yeah, I mean like corn, like the creepy children of the, not like the cool band.
All right, they can go get fucked. Sorry, I'm out again.
Was the band?
I don't do creepy kids,
especially in corn.
Like therein lies my problem. Like
big bag of fucking nose to creepy children.
We have like a lot of fields of corn that I'm like, no, fuck no.
I just don't like that moral dilemma you're left with the creepy kids thing, because it's like, do I knock them unconscious and go out just go through them, or is it kind of like I'm not supposed to roundhouse kick them because they're kids, but they are a bunch of fucking creepy psycho kids?
Okay, see,
what am I doing?
When you live here, you understand. Hey, 3-year-old, I'm about to roundhouse kick you because you're creepy as fuck. So
you see, I don't really give a warning. As I said, I just get really silent and I just do the roundhouse kick. I'm like the opposite of a rattlesnake, where rattlesnakes give you a warning. I kind of just don't do anything. I just slowly boil there until eventually I'm just like, violence. Okay.
Oh my God. I'm
internet or YouTube.
I just realized there's a connection between Master Ken and Danhausen.
Excuse me?
Both go for the groin.
Are you aware of martial arts? That's like a thing for as long as people have been fighting. As long as there's been dicks and sacks, there's been sack grabs. As long as there's been dicks, sacks, and violence, there's been sack grabs and dick kicks.
I don't even really feel like that's violence.
Best RCs at the end of the show, just like I think the last time.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, I don't even know if we're at the end of the show.
The way these rents go, we could be here another fucking 3 hours.
This dick kick thing could be
angry because
he does not. Thing? What?
Show.
The dick kick thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I thought there was a legit. I'm actually a bit disappointed. I thought there was a legit link between Danhausen and Master Ken.
No, because they both. That's like they're one of the not slogans, but like they're both. Master Ken's knee to the groin, and Danhausen is always attack the groin. So
you know what? Hang on, I saw a connection between Master Ken and Adam Cole this week.
They have fingers.
Oh,
no, kick to the groin.
Yeah.
That means that on an off branch, then doesn't that mean that Master Ken is actually also directly linked to AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura?
Oh,
Shinsuke Cock Nakamura?
The Cock Nakamura, yeah.
Probably.
So
you gotta show photos when you do it.
Yeah.
Seems like you roundhouse.
So, now that we're back from the trailer, what are everybody's votes for?
5.
Yeah,
5.
I'm giving it a 5.
Okay, 5 stars.
Yeah, it's just really, really well done.
It's just good, plain and simple. Good.
There's
good diddly, goddamn awesome, goddamn diddly watching.
Yeah, there's good tension building. There's good character building. When the twists and turns start happening, and you start to wonder what's going on. The reveals are good, and it manages to up the creep factor with all of the reveals the way that they're done. So yeah, it's fun.
Texans came here to St. Robert's for the military congratulations, and they go, "Oh my goodness, I love y'all's accent. We hear you guys are so polite." I'm sitting here like, are we Canadians now? Canadians are awesome, eh?
Yeah, but I still don't understand the accent thing.
It's French and American.
Canadians, yes.
And,
but Missouri,
right, okay. It's French and American, and when they were trying to name the country and what the people would be called after it, French American just didn't sound good, so they just named it a whole different thing.
Canadians are awesome. I like it.
No, I fully support Canadians, but Missourians were told we have an accent.
Pam just said sorry, not sorry for something, and
trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah.
What was Pam's last comment?
Sorry, not sorry. About Bill's Canadians are awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
They're always sorry.
Yeah.
Canadians are always sorry. They're politely sorry all the time.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I got some French Canadian in my background.
What sort of mongrel are you? You seem to have everything in your background.
Seriously,
He's
I do.
American.
Yeah. Native American, French Canadian, German, Irish, Dutch.
You've definitely got Irish in you. Look at that fucking beard.
It's probably just to say things I don't have than it is to list the things I do have.
Okay, go for that.
I think it's my family been fucking. It's all over the place.
Actually, genealogically, your family's been getting fucked all over the place.
That's well, some fucking's happening, and my family's involved.
Evidently.
Woo! So much
Canada gave us Ryan Reynolds. Damn straight, and that's why I love them. And they legalized weed before everybody else. Go Canada.
But they did give you back, so
who?
Nickelback.
They have a song or two that are all right.
Treasure, dude. Back the fuck Nickelback.
Whoa. Carter, don't be talking fucking crazy. They have like 3 good songs.
National fucking treasure is what Nickelback is.
Maybe in fucking Missouri, evidently in fucking the rest of the planet, Chad Kroger's a fucking bellend.
You want buckets of fucking milk? Play a little Nickelback, and those cows are like, woo, and like milk out of everywhere.
Yeah, well, you see, this is where
fucking treasures.
This is how you have a stinted view. When your measuring stick on the popularity of a metal band is how cows respond to it.
I do not call them a metal band.
Oh, good.
No. I've long argued that bullshit because I've heard a few people. Well, they're not a metal band. No shit, bro.
Yeah. Neither is Garth Brooks, surprisingly enough.
Right.
Christ.
That heavy metal classic when the thunder rolls.
I've seen Nickelback live, and man, I'll admit they are as amazing live. Like, see
how many drugs were you on?
I know what I'm slagging you about when we're gaming at the weekend, anyway.
I'm completely skipping Bills.
Yeah.
If Nickelback was any inbred, no, that's
if
no.
I get murdered in Goose Goose Stuck on Sunday, and you hear me scream, "Why don't you go listen to some fucking Nickelback?" You know why?
Right. See, I got to go with Breed. They're like a soft rock, but by God, national fucking treasure. Like, it just Nickelback.
Yeah.
You can't just be throwing national treasure out willy-nilly. Like, you're just like, it's...
You'll have Nicolas Cage on your ass.
Yeah.
Like, he is a national treasure.
These
like Nickelback. Nicolas Cage.
If you want to talk about a man who's a national treasure, the guy is the biggest collector of Elvis memorabilia ever, to the point that he got his daughter.
I was making a reference to the films.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, kudos. He dated Elvis's daughter. Michael Jackson pulled that off. I don't know. Nickelback, then maybe Nicolas Cage. I'm just saying.
Nickelback is the
Are you putting?
Whoa!
What is this madness? Sorry, are you putting fucking Nickelback above Nicolas Cage?
I'm just saying you're all like, hey, he collected fucking Elvis shit. A lot of people
and made
collect
a load
shit.
of mental movies. Chad Kroeger made 3 good songs. 3 of them. Count them. 1, 2, 3. 3.
No.
The only other good song they had Kid Rock in it, and that song was shit.
Agree to disagree.
Okay.
Just agree to disagree.
But good, because I'm not going to agree.
He ruined Avril Lavigne's life.
Yeah. Did he?
Really, though? Did he? I mean, I feel like Lyme disease ruined her life, but she's got it back now.
And you're worried about me.
Wow. I know. I'm as shocked and
Even I didn't realize I was going there until I said it.
Are you happy now? You killed Buzz.
Did he spill his shit all over himself?
I don't know. He might be having a stroke again. It's very hard to tell once the head goes slack. Jesus
Definite
Christ,
respiratory
dude.
issues, I believe. Someone get that man a bag of oxygen.
No, we're still live. Okay.
We're still alive.
The look on Johnny's face. Oh my God.
Oh.
That
moment when you even shock yourself, like, ooh, that was wrong. But
I almost literally lost conscious. I laughed so hard, no breath was coming out of my lungs.
Yeah, that was out of nowhere, wasn't it?
The look on your face just I
won't lie to you, not unlike that chick at the end of Scary Movie 1. Didn't see that coming.
Oh my God. Oh, what is this salty discharge coming from my eye?
I don't know if that's the comment I want to clip from the show. Of all the sections, what I might do is I might just cut a different funny line at the start of it, and then just have Buzz laugh his ass off to that instead. I'll just wait. I'm sure someone said something.
There's a way of cutting it whereby names aren't mentioned. You should be fine.
Yeah.
I still think Lyme disease really ruined it. It's not going to work very well regarding who if you take anybody's name off.
Nope.
It's not the name.
Nope.
It's the comment. Oh my God.
Pray for Buzz. Can we get F in the chat for Buzz, please? Thank you.
Because he's fucked.
Got this.
It's a gaming
salty
thing.
Discharge coming from my eyes. Oh.
Well, that's what happens when you attend bukkake parties.
That's coming in your eyes, not from your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, eventually it starts dripping out if there's enough fit that goes around.
I'd be having a whole lot more problems.
Sorry, everybody, you need to shut the fuck up for a second, right? I just need to rein this back in real quick, right? Just because Carter said one outlandish thing, which I was visibly not happy about, doesn't mean you can just go and like, oh, well, he said something fucking crazy. No, that doesn't mean you can go say something fucking crazy either. Went from Lyme disease to bukkake parties in under 3 minutes.
Welcome to the GoreCast.
Right, okay, now that's probably going to be the clip. Yeah, as clips for the show go, that's probably going to be the clip for the...
That's going to be on the back of our DVD.
Oh, yeah, put that on the back of the fucking... That's on the... It's a goddamn circle jizzerk. Put that on the back of the box.
Oh, I'm spent, guys. I need a cigarette. Oh,
I'm already smoking one.
Breeze just told me to go sit in the corner.
The one fucking day I decided to drink a beer in the show and stuff just goes fucking AWOL.
We should get good analytics on this episode because we went places today again.
You know that waggedy finger tut thing that Giz did earlier that I lost my shit about? I don't think the analytics are going to be good. I think that's what I'm going to get when I go in the analytics. It's just YouTube just be like...
Yeah. I think YouTube is going to future endeavor the GoreCast.
Yeah, Charlie's hashtag GoreCast future endeavors.
Yeah. I just fired myself.
YouTube's going to be Vance McMahon and just... Oh, God. I don't know where to go from here, guys. I just...
If you've ever seen
the only way is up.
Getting closer to his 40s on Sunday, literally just sitting down, smoking and taking stock of his life. That's what you're looking at right now.
I'm closer than you.
The me being nearly in my 40s isn't the part of the sentence that you need to focus on. That was just more some like little spice and flavoring to kind of set the scene, if you know what I mean. It's more the latter part of the sentence is what you need to be focused on.
I need GoreCast sponsored by Kleenex. I am crying.
Yeah, we're fucked when this GoreCast movie happens. I'll never financially recover from this.
Because it's all going to be legal fees for attorneys and bail.
The movie's essentially opening with myself and kids. Like I'm not even going to say because it's good. Opens with myself and Giz in a way you've never seen myself and Giz before. I'll put it that way. Why do you keep looking shocked? You know what's happening. You have been told by...
Why do you keep assuming I remember stuff when you're the one that keeps saying I keep forgetting shit?
No, Hart has said it to you. I've said it to you on numerous occasions. And then the last time that we both said it to you during the interview, we were both shocked that you didn't remember because both of us were like, I definitely remember having this conversation with him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we did. Sure we did.
It's going to be awesome when we make the GoreCast movie because Giz is going to enjoy it from start to finish because he'll, even though he was in it, have never seen it before. He won't, not a clue, no iota, don't even recollect. I can't even remember wearing that outfit.
It'll be like seeing a fucking reel of my 20s.
Oh, God. It's been a sidetrack week this week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to start my 10-point apology with...
Right. We're going to start rounding off. Rochi and Bill if you're online, show me what you want to show me in Animal Battle Royale. Also, anybody with laptops or computers, get Animal Battle Royale and we'll do some I don't know how we'll do custom rounds some night. We'll figure it out. Figure out something. Or I think you could do a private room. You could have loads of people. You could just set up solos and have a bit of a laugh in that as well. It's essentially PUBG. If it was Happy Tree
Friends.
No, actually, Bill, what was your description of it yesterday? Bill said something yesterday and I was like, oh, fuck, that actually literally nailed it. Oh, it's the evil animals from South Park. That was it. Although, that's super catchy. Never apologize, Carter. Yeah, that's a lesson for life, kids. Never apologize, Carter.
I mean...
Sometimes apologies are needed.
Yeah. Not gonna lie. Especially when you shock yourself. Like, oh fuck, that was me. Oh,
I'm leaving that one for leaving that one for you to review.
Orgy fucking animals.
Never mind.
Wildland critters from South Park. Wildland critters from South Park. That's it. Anyway, we're going to catch you all on Sunday for some rounds of either Among Us or Goose Goose Duck, depending on what everyone's in the mood for. And we'll catch you then. Toodaloo, motherfuckers. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, what's up? I need a hand out the back. I'm having some issues killing the Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, no problem. We get to kill some. Wait, you got a live turkey?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay, well, that should be interesting.
A few moments later.
So what exactly is this? Jesus!
Yeah.
Where the hell did you even find this damn thing?
I mean, I have my sources. You have your sources.
Okay. So,
If one of my sources happens to be the same company that was in Alligator.
okay, so, like, what do we need to do here? Break its neck or chop its head off? Or...
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you're going to break the neck of a 50-foot turkey, to be greatly honest. So I was thinking about just cutting it from the bottom up.
Oh, okay. You're not using that again.
Oh, what else do you want me to do?
Come on, man. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Okay?
That is a machete.
Compared to that bloody thing, it's not.
That's about the point.
Yeah. You take this, I'll take this. And
okay. You go right, I go left. Okay, Mr. Turkey.
I'm going to go for the leg, and when it drops down, we go for
what I do, I feel going for a leg each is probably the best way to go, to be honest. Okay. Do you remember like that time you fought that guy in the park? Go for the ankles and work your way up.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Tomorrow.
Yes! Gosh! That's how you kill a massive bird. Fuck you, pilgrims, and fuck you too. Join myself in the gays 8:30 p.m. CST and whatever that equates to as GMTs for our Thanksgiving special, where we're going to be talking about Into the Dark's new Thanksgiving movie, Pilgrim, and also last year's one because we forgot.
Don't forget, if you enjoy our Madcap GoreCast horror hijinks, we stream 3 nights a week over on YouTube, Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays, where you can see a little bit of this. Turd spoon, god damn, I knew there was something I wanted to bring up in the... God damn, I don't know what a fucking turd spoon is, but I'm mad to...
Yeah, pretty in-depth.
Most definitely some of this.
With a new 2009 twist. She pulls out of her vagina.
I'll give it to her though, because like, you know how like magicians kind of like do something and they pause dramatically? She took that dramatic pause.
And occasionally some of this.
Our favorite Halloween movies.
What's up, GoreCasters? Welcome back here to the GoreCast. Yeah, okay, I'm here. Come back.